Well, high school football district openers are happening all over the region, including here tonight in Boerne, Texas. The 3-2 Greyhounds of Boerne High play host to the Eagles of Pleasanton in the district opener for both teams. Boerne is a preseason favorite to win District 14 4A, and they get a chance to prove the prognosticators right here on the Greyhound Sports Network. Good evening, everyone. Alongside Roland Ruiz, I'm Tony Brubaker, and we expect quite a good game tonight, Roland. This is a district opener. It really doesn't matter what's happened before because this is your chance to start a run.
Right. I mean, you throw all the past records, the tune-ups, I guess, quote-unquote, if you will, out the window because tonight is the night that the wins and losses count.
Boerne has had a up-and-down season so far as they won their first three games over Beeville Jones, Splendora, and Burnett. Then they lost to Sweetwater and Fredericksburg in back-to-back weeks before their open week a week ago. Pleasanton, they lost their first four, and then they won two games. So two teams going in different directions, if you will.
That's right. The last couple of weeks, the Pleasanton Eagles took care of Corpus Christi King, this back on the 25th of September, and knocked them off 24-6. And then last week, I guess they just unleashed a big whipping that time at the expense of the Kingsville King team by a score of 55-7. We were talking a little bit earlier, Tony. Pleasanton had only scored like 17 points in their first four games, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's the floodgates open.
They obviously had something click for them. We're going to take our first timeout. When we come back after this timeout, we're going to have tonight's kickoff on the Greyhound Sports Network.
Tonight's broadcast on the Greyhound Sports Network is brought to you by Raising Cane's, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Dog and Pony Grill, Glick Insurance, Toyota of Boerne, Ferris Orthodontics, and Wick Productions.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
Box combo, please.
At Raising Cane's, we do one thing, and we do it better than anyone else. So why not let our food do the talking?
Love in the window.
Raising Cane's, only the best chicken finger meals. One love.
And welcome back to Boerne. The Greyhounds getting ready to kick off. Boerne won the toss. They chose to defer. So Pleasanton will receive our first kickoff tonight.
JJ Morales and Diego Luna back deep for the Eagles.
Luna and Morales are back for Pleasanton.
Let's play some football.
And the Boerne kicker, Rayshawn Galloway, will get ready to put a toe to it here in a moment, I believe. No, it's going to be Scott Hetty.
That will be Hetty, yes.
Is going to do the kickoffs tonight. Hetty approaches, and we're underway. The end-over-end kick sails to just to the edge of the end zone, and it's downed there by the Eagles, so they'll start 1st and 10 from their own 25. Their quarterback is Sean Ramos. The sophomore has thrown for 496 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's also run for just under 100 yards and a couple of touchdowns there as well. His main weapons, Diego Luna, one of the two guys back, and Alonzo Duran, the primary pass catchers for them. The running back, Tommy Garner, has rushed for almost 500 yards in their first 6 games. Ramos with one receiver split wide to the left.
Eagles to the line of scrimmage.
3 receivers bunched to the right. Fakes the handoff, actually gave it to Garner. Toby Garner, the running back. He won't get much as he's spotted just beyond the 25 at the 26, so we'll give him a gain of 1.
Tanner McCarter came over from his defensive lineman position and made the stop that time. Some interesting numbers on Mr. McCarter we'll look at here in just a bit.
So again, Ramos, the quarterback. Short drop, wants to throw. Out to the right he does, and I believe it was caught.
Sean Ramos' pass complete to number 12. Ashawn Thompson.
Yeah, Thompson made the catch.
Eagles first down.
The senior who's caught 6 passes coming in tonight. That's his 7th, and that's a first down for Pleasanton.
So the Eagles getting their passing game working is that time the wide receiver Thompson found. Also some interesting numbers. We'll talk about Thompson here in just a bit. Plays both sides of the football for the Eagles.
Ramos wants to run, coming left. And there's a flag, and they'll whistle. The ball stopped.
Down on the play.
Not real sure how it got that far into the play before they tried to blow it dead, but because the quarterback had probably run about 10 yards. It's procedure. Should have been stopped a lot earlier, but that'll be 5 yards marked off, and it'll be first and 15.
That movement that time on the Eagle, looks like the Eagle offensive line. So this will back it up. 35 will be the line of scrimmage now.
So it'll be 2 positive plays for the Eagles. Then a 5-yard penalty makes it first and 15 from their own 35. 2 receivers break to the right, 1 to the near side or the left side of the offense. Ramos takes the snap. Gives it to his running back, Garner. Coming left, gets tripped up on a nice defensive play there by the Eagle. Will Pearson, the safety, the junior, stopped what could have been probably 20 or 30 yards, Roland, if he doesn't make that shoestring tackle.
That's right. Will Pearson, 26 tackles on the year. That, of course, solo and assisting. Very important part of that Boerne Greyhound defense.
So 3 on the game makes it second down and 12. Again, Garner, this lone setback. Ramos wants to throw, comes left, intended for, that is Thompson again, and I believe he makes the catch. Thompson gets another catch, this one near the 45-yard line, so that'll set up 3rd and 5 on the gain of about 7.
Let's give them 7. They have been using Thompson early on here rather effectively. It looks like they're back to the, back to the 45-yard line, so as you were mentioning, a 3rd and 5.
Thompson prevalent on the stats, though he wasn't even listed on the depth chart. 1 receiver to the far side, 2 to the near side. Ramos, and there's procedure again, I believe, as this time they wave it dead much sooner. Both the umpire and the head linesman throw flags on this one. Our referee tonight is Xavier Garza. He signals false start
against the Eagles.
So another 5-yard penalty. Backs him up, so instead of 3rd and short, 3rd and 5, it's now 3rd and 10. Big difference in your play calling.
Back to the 40-yard line. This is where they started this this particular drive from, or this particular set of downs from. 7th play of this drive right now, Tony, and it's these penalties that have unfortunately got Pleasanton in a big situation now with a 3rd and 10.
Diego Luna, their leading receiver, hasn't been thrown to yet. And another pass out to the flat. This one intended.
Ramos has passed complete to J.J. Morales.
So J.J. Morales makes the catch on this one, a backup running back. So that'll go about 8 yards, 7 yards actually, and then won't be enough for a first down, so it'll be 4th and 3, and here comes the punt unit.
Cole Wickring to kick it away for the Eagles.
Back deep to return this punt, Riley Pekacik. And boy, we got some stories about him and his numbers on this 2020 season thus far.
Punt nearly blocked off the foot of Wickring. And it's fumbled by Boerne at the 25-yard line. The Eagles have possession And the first turnover of the game, just 3.5 minutes in, gives the Eagles good field position at the Boerne 25.
Well, right now it's been a question of miscues. A couple of miscues on the first offensive drive there for Pleasanton, and that one, the usually sure-handed wide receiver for the Boerne Greyhounds coming away, Pekacic, just kind of muffing that return, and that'll give the Eagles new life now. 1st and 10 at the Greyhound 25.
So Ramos will have his lone set back beside him. 2 receivers either way. He wants to throw down the middle, has a guy open, and just off the fingertips of the intended receiver.
Ramos' pass intended for Cole Wickring.
Wickring, the wide receiver of their, well, they have 2 slots and 2 wide receivers on their depth chart. Wickring, who had 2 catches coming in, didn't bring that one in. It's 2nd and 10.
And Wickring just needed one more step, and he might have had that one for 6.
So 1 receiver breaks to the far side, 2 to the near side. There's 2 backs in the backfield now with Ramos. He'll give it to the backup there, the Garner, and he's got a good run through the 25 and then down to first down yardage at the inside the 15 before he's dragged down. A gain of about 11 will be good enough for a first down.
Going right at the middle of that Boerne Greyhound defensive line. Good running that time by Garner. 74 carries, as we were mentioning, Tony. 496 yards thus far on the season.
So 1st and 10 from the 14. Boerne's defense being called to make a big stop here after an early turnover. Ramos wants to throw. Gives it out to the flat. That's Garner. He's got some space inside the 10. 5. Dives for the pylon, but I think he stepped out of bounds before that. I'm not sure.
Ramos' pass complete.
They did. They marked it at the 3. That will be good enough for a first down.
Houston Hendricks on the stop for the Greyhounds.
So on the pass play,
1st and goal for the Eagles.
a good pass play that gets them a first down.
11 yards that time. Just a little quick out to Garner, who's been the offensive threat thus far this evening for the Eagles.
He and Thompson have been the 2 pass catchers, and now an offensive lineman falls over. I'm guessing a Boerne Greyhound. No, he fell backwards because that's our 3rd false start of the night. The 3rd penalty of 5 yards. So instead of 1st and goal from the 3, it's now 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, it's these penalties that have been biting the Eagles thus far. See if they can still capitalize on that Boerne turnover on the punt.
Ramos has 2 receivers to the right. Wants to throw it out to the flat, and it's no good. Intended.
Sean Ramos' pass intended for Alonzo Duran.
Yeah, for Duran. And it goes incomplete, so it'll now be 2nd and goal. 2nd incompletion of the current drive. Ramos just a sophomore at 5'11" and 160. Sends 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Snaps a little low. He gets it, gives it to Garner. He tries to come out wide left. There was nothing up the middle, but he'll be wrestled down by several Boerne defenders. Good job there by a couple of different guys. Tanner McCarter was down at the bottom of the pile, so we'll give him most of the credit. But now it's 3rd and goal from the 9, a loss of 1 on the carry.
Tanner McCarter, as we were mentioning, 27 tackles thus far on the season. That, of course, is solo and assist. He's one of the leaders expected to anchor that defensive line for the Boerne Greyhounds.
So Ramos sends 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. He wants to throw. He's got a fade route to the far right, and pass interference will be a flag that comes out. I'm not sure he caught it.
Thompson, incomplete.
The pass intended for Thompson, but coverage that time drew a flag.
Aaron Oviedo providing the coverage for the Greyhounds.
Junior Aaron Oviedo
in on the coverage. Yeah,
was on the coverage, and I think he gave him a little bump right before the ball got there.
I think that's exactly what the call is, and we'll see right now from the man down there in the white cap. But that's usually where that does come from, and yes, that is the case. So another miscue. That's keeping this Pleasanton drive alive.
After 3 penalties on Pleasanton, this one's on Boerne.
Penalty gives the Eagles
Ends up being a 7-yard penalty on Boerne. So now 1st and goal from the 2. 2 backs in the backfield with Ramos. 2 receivers wide. They'll give it to Garner. He tries to muscle his way, and he gets some inches. Finally, at about the 1, I think they'll call him down there. Give him a gain of 1 on this drive. And it'll be 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line.
And that's what you do is you go with your big back, and that being Toby Garner, the senior. As he tried to just power his way through the middle of that line, or at least off to the left side of the line. Nothing doing there, but he's inching him ever so closer to that pay dirt.
Ethan Hamby, John Warden, Colton Patrick, and Tanner McCarter, the 4 guys up front. 2nd and goal. They give it to Garner again. He's tripped up. That was John Warden. I think the defensive end came in and tripped him up. So the ball spotted back near the 3-yard line. It's 3rd and goal from there. A loss of 2.
John Warden, as we were talking about, 36 tackles and 2 sacks on the 2019 season. Definitely some of that veteran leadership that Coach Hendricks is kind of expecting an awful lot from on that defensive line for the Greyhounds.
1 receiver breaks to the near side. 3 bunched on the right. Garner the setback next to Ramos. 3rd and goal. He wants to throw. He's rolling right. He's got a man in the end zone. It's picked off by Boerne. Here comes the run back. Back up to about the 20. Looks like that was Will Pearson, free safety, who came up with it. But Boerne creates the 2nd turnover of the night, and they've stopped an end zone run by the Eagles, who end up not scoring all. With 5:24 to go in the 1st quarter, it's Boerne football.
Will Pearson just reading the quarterback's eyes this time, as you can see on the replay. Just steps in front, talk about Johnny on the spot, and comes away with a gift. So turning Pleasanton away when they were 2 yards away from a touchdown. Great job by that Boerne defense. Now they'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So from the 20, here come the Greyhounds. Rayshawn Galloway, the quarterback, a junior, has a couple receivers to his right and 1 to his left. His lone tailback, Hattie, catches a swing pass, but he won't go anywhere. In fact, it's a loss back to the 16-yard line. First play, a loss of, we'll call it 3, since I think the ball was spotted at the 19, not the 20. So on the first pass of the game, the Greyhounds lose 3 yards.
Good defensive pursuit that time by Pleasanton to kind of keep that offense honest and drop them 3.
Galloway wants to run, kind of an option run. He's got some movements out to the 20, then runs out of bounds at the 26. Set up a 3rd and short. 27's where they'll spot it on a nice run by the junior quarterback. Give him 11 yards on the run, and it's 3rd and 3.
Brings him 3rd and 2 for the Hounds.
Galloway among the leading rushers on this Boerne Greyhound offense.
Takes the snap, wants to throw out to the flat right. Good throw, good catch. Xander Garrison makes the catch, his 8th of the year, and that's a 1st down for the Greyhounds.
Nice presence of mind to find that 1st down marker and turn around right there almost on the spot. Got a couple of yards extra, but a big 1st down for Boerne.
So quickly moving, much emotion. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side, 2 backs in the backfield. The handoff is made. That's Hetty. And he just wiggles his way for a 1st down. Just maneuvered his way through the defenders till he's finally brought down at the 49. That's a nice gain by Hetty. Hetty with 46 carries for 117 yards, just 2.5 a carry. But that was a nice run there.
Absolutely pickup of about 13 that time for Hetty to get him well to the 49-yard line. Now, give him a pickup of 12, that is.
Now, J.P. Castro's at tailback. He'll pass protect as a pass comes out to the flat. Not sure if it was caught or not. It is incomplete on first down. That'll be 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. 2nd down, 10, Hounds.
So both coaches with a plethora of wide receivers that they throw the ball to. Guys that aren't even on the depth chart tonight are catching the ball for the Eagles. Everybody so far has been on the depth chart for the Greyhounds. Galloway again. Play clock at 15, plenty of time. Now has motion. Jet sweep is pitched. And here it comes to the far side. A nice looking run by Riley Pacheco.
J.J. Morales on the stop.
He's brought down after a short gain of only a yard. It's 3rd and 9.
3rd down, 9 for the Greyhounds.
We'll give him a pickup of 1 for Pacheco. And it's decision time, of course. Greyhounds very dangerous in the air with Rashawn Galloway.
Galloway has 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Surveys the defense, takes the snap, short drop, has a little pressure, wiggles to his left, now throws, and it goes off the hands of his intended receiver, I believe was Jackson Harper.
Galloway's pass intended for Jackson Harper.
And that'll be incomplete, setting up a 4th down punting opportunity for the Greyhounds.
It's a 4th down and 9
well,
for the Greyhounds.
You know, the Greyhounds had last week off inadvertently. They were supposed to play that game against the Lion at the Alamo Dome that got canceled. Coming off a couple of tough losses, too, at the hands of Sweetwater and that Thursday night game against Fredericksburg. Looking to regroup here this evening and kind of right the good ship Greyhound.
So driving the ball from their 20 to midfield. Galloway is the punter. His kick goes up and gets a good bounce and is down to inside the 5-yard line. So good coverage after a punt of 47 yards. Pleasanton will start from inside their own 5-yard line. They'll start at the 3. And that's where they'll have 1st and 10 when they come back. And we'll keep it here right now as we've got 3 minutes and 7 seconds to go in a scoreless game so far here in the first quarter. The Greyhounds looking for a chance to snap a 2-game losing streak. The Eagles, meanwhile, are on a 2-game winning streak of their own, and they'd like to keep it going. District opener for both teams. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Ramos hands it to Garner. Tough going inside the 5. I'm not sure he got much at all. Toby Garner, who has almost 500 yards rushing this season, has had a tough going one effective run.
2nd down, 10.
Lundy, the middle linebacker, had that tackle. So it's 2nd and 10 from the 3. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far, 2 backs in the backfield with Ramos. And this time it's a little draw kind of play. Gardner gets it out beyond the 10, maybe to the 12. It might be a yard short of a 1st down on a nice looking run that time.
Toby Garner on the carry.
By Garner.
Yeah, they got this out to the 12, as you were mentioning. This will bring up a 3rd and short situation. Garner seems to be finding something in the middle of that Boerne defense to where he's able to break through and get some positive yardage in pretty nice chunks.
They'll give it to Garner again, and he gets out to the outer edge. Won't get much more than the 1st down, but he'll get a gain out to the 14, a gain of 2, and that's a 1st down for the Eagles.
Cole Brunot on the stop for the Greyhounds.
Outside linebacker, the senior Cole Brunot on the tackle for the Greyhounds. So 1st and 10 from the 14. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Ramos takes the snap, gives it to Garner, trying to go wide right. A lot of defenders out there. He might have got up to the 15, maybe a gain of a yard, but not much going there.
John Warden on the tackle for the Greyhounds.
That time John Warden from his defensive end position comes over and makes the stop for Boerne, stopping the Pleasanton running back for maybe a gain of 1.
On 2nd down, Ramos sends 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side, like he's had almost this entire drive. Short drop, wants to throw. Right side, has a man down the sideline. If he catches it, he's out of bounds. He doesn't catch it, so it'll go incomplete.
Sean Ramos is passing to
And, that was right in the receiver's hands, the intended receiver's hands. As we'll notice here, Ramos unloads
the coverage for the Greyhounds.
and just hit him right in the hands, the intended receiver. Just
Ashton Thompson, the intended receiver. As we mentioned, though, he's out of bounds when it hits his hand, so it wouldn't have mattered. But that brings up 3rd and long for the Eagles. They'll huddle up a little bit longer this time. They've been running pretty quick first part of this series. Now they're looking to the sideline. Still a minute 23 to go. I think they're going to call a timeout. They will call a timeout with no score. A minute 22 left in the opening frame. There's timeout on the field. We'll be back after this timeout on the Greyhound Sports Network.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
And we're back in Boerne. No score. A minute 22 left in the opening frame. Boerne has not sniffed the end zone yet. Pleasanton was there once and then got picked in the end zone basically by the Greyhounds. Now Pleasanton backed up near their own goalposts have a 3rd and 9 from the 15-yard line. 1 receiver comes out to the near side, 2 to the far side, the short side of the field as the ball's on the far hash. Ramos, the sophomore quarterback, gives a fake to Garner, now runs it himself. He's got some room on the near side as he runs right to us, but he'll be just short of a first down, spotted at the 22. Good job by that. Braden Bays among those in on the tackle, along with Will Pearson. So it's 4th down from the 22. They need to get near the 24 for a first down, so they'll end up punting.
call it 4th and 2. Yeah, as the Greyhounds send Pasacek back to field this. He stands back at his own 40-yard line. High snap.
Whitring has the snap go over his head and through the end zone. That'll be a safety. And then the Eagles will have to kick it back to the Greyhounds. So the first score of the game is a safety. Oh, my goodness. So we have a 2-0 score with 37 seconds to go here in the opening frame. Boerne on top of Pleasanton on the faulty snap on a punt in your own territory.
I guess it's just been a series of miscues thus far we've seen in this first quarter. Mishandled punt by Boerne, but then, of course, the interception deep in Boerne territory as the Greyhounds pick off Pleasanton and return it. They weren't able to capitalize on that possession. And now as Pleasanton punts it away, a high snap, and that'll get the Greyhounds on the board.
They'll kick it from their own 20. Not sure if they'll punt or kick off. Mostly in high school you'll kick off because most kickers can kick it longer than a punter can punt it.
So interesting, the Eagles taking their time coming to kick this off.
So this is Jose Angel Perez, the junior, will handle the kickoff duty for the Eagles. And from the 20, he puts a toe into it. Goes back to Weckring. Comes this way, kind of wiggles between some different defenders. Gets brought down in a heap at the 47. So Boerne will have great field possession to start this drive with 31 seconds to go in the first period.
Good job that time. That was Cam Johnson.
First down, Greyhounds.
Yes, it was Cam Johnson. My bad.
No.
Yeah.
Not pointing out the bat, just to give young man credit there for that.
Yes, sir.
Because he has the Greyhounds in good field position right now at their own 47-yard line.
He does indeed. So Galloway with a running back to his right. Gives the ball to Hetty. Started left, now comes right. Has some room. Has a blocker in front of him as he crosses midfield, but there's a flag. This one might come back.
40 Scott Hetty on the carry.
Well, I thought I saw a flag fly.
RJ Franco on the
I did
stop.
as well.
Flag on the play.
I'm wondering if that might not have been for illegal block. We'll check that, though. But that was a nice run nonetheless for Hetty.
Our referee, Xavier Garza, tells us an illegal block in the back.
Against the Greyhounds.
So what would have been a nice almost 15 to 20-yard run, he'll get credit for 3 yards to the 50, and then it'll go back 10 from there. So the penalty is a 7-yard penalty. Now the Greyhounds have 1st and 17 from their own 40. Galloway gives it to Hetty again. This time he doesn't get far. A couple of yards up to the 42 before he's wrestled down.
Ty Heyman on the stop for the Eagles.
Ty Heyman, 73 tackles and a sack on the 2019 season from his inside linebacker position. Playing a big role for that Eagle defense this evening.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter. So with a timeout on the field, the Greyhounds up 2-0 by way of a safety. This is the Greyhound Sports Network.
A whole lot of things have changed over the past few months, but some things have stayed just the same. Here in Boerne, Texas, we are still making your kids smile. You may not see that as easily with those masks on, but those smiles are just beneath. And when this all passes, and it will, you'll really be reminded of how we just keep making them smile. Thank you for your trust and support, and go Greyhounds.
If you want to train like the athlete, and I mean truly train like a professional athlete, you come to D1.
Athletes are the staple of what we want to be. You want to be healthy, you want to be strong, you want to have a smile on you.
Back to Boerne. The Greyhounds with the ball, 2nd and long, about 15 from their own 42. Galloway has 2 receivers to either side, now motion. Galloway wants to throw. Looking for someone down the middle. There's 2 receivers there. Pleasanton had a better chance at it than anybody. Johnson and Pacheco.
Galloway's pass intended for number 17, Cam Johnson, incomplete.
So that goes incomplete, brings up 3rd and long.
Yeah, it looked like the Eagles had good coverage there in the defensive secondary.
Well, 2 receivers running in the same spot's going to bring a lot of attention.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Somebody went the wrong way. Or it was just designed not to be that long of a play. So Galloway, 3rd. Here comes a blitz. Has time, though. Throws it over the top. And I think that's a wonderful catch by Cam Johnson. The sophomore comes down with his 4th reception of the season at the 26-yard line as he just went up and high-pointed the ball and brought it down right on the sideline for a 1st down for Boerne on the biggest play of the game. There is a penalty for offsides, but it will be declined. The pass play will be a good one. 32 yards on the pass play.
Absolutely, just a jump ball situation seemed like, but no shortage of talent in the receiver area for this Boerne Greyhound team.
So Cam Johnson trying to make the most of his opportunities. Galloway fakes the handoff, throws it out to the edge, has a man there, and there's a touchdown for the, and there's a late flag. Don't know what it's going to be as a couple of linemen. Pacheco goes into the end zone with the swing pass out of the right side. Nice throw by Galloway, and Pacheco did a nice job of running to the end zone. We'll see what the flag is all about.
Check that out. You're mentioning Pacheco. He leads the team in receiving.
Yes, he does.
23 for 372 in his 5 games for the Greyhounds this season. 5 touchdowns. That would make it number 6 right now if this one would stand. But let's check this penalty marker.
Both players kind of standing, just waiting for the four of our 6 officials, or 4 of our 7 officials, are huddled up, and now here comes another one towards the huddle. Coaches are yelling, trying to get some clarification. Don't know if it was a lineman too far down the field. Don't know if a lineman got caught up in a battle out there.
That's the only thing I could surmise at this point, simply because it didn't look like there was any infraction on the actual pass play itself. I mean,
well, the ball got out of his hands so fast, you wouldn't have expected holding there.
As you notice, he unloads there, and there's just nothing going on there as Pakacek brings that in. So it was probably, it was a late flag.
Flag came in late, and we don't know. Well,
and we may find out here momentarily.
Let's see if we can get the call from Xavier Garza. Comes all the way to the sideline. He wants to talk with Coach Hendricks.
So a 26-yard pass play that time to Pakacek, and a little bit of uncertainty as to what the call may be, but hopefully
maybe it's against Pleasanton. That might be it. But I don't know. Pass interference.
Pass interference called
against the Greyhounds. Don't know. If we see another replay, maybe it was more of a pick than anything else. That would be my guess on that one, since it was thrown late. The ball is taken from the 26 back to the 31, so a loss of 5 on the penalty takes away a touchdown. It's now 1st and 15 from the 31. Galloway, option, pitch. And a late pitch, and there's some room on the left side. Castro goes down the sideline, and that looks to be close enough for a first down as he gets inside the 10-yard line before going out at the 7 on a great-looking run by the junior, J.P. Castro, who's actually the leading rusher on the team with over 250 yards and a couple of touchdowns.
That's right. Castro's done a whale of a job, especially the last couple of games, running the football for the Greyhounds.
.32 on the carry. Now Hetty, right side, off tackle. Gets a couple of yards.
Scott Hetty on the carry.
We'll give him a carry.
Ty Heyman on the stop
from the 7 to the 2, a gain of 5. So 2nd and goal from there. Galloway to Hetty, goes right and into the end zone. The Boerne Greyhounds get on the board with Hetty's 2-yard run.
Well, a 6-play drive that began back at the Boerne 42-yard line. Or correction, actually the drive began back at the Boerne 40-yard line, so it'd make it 9-play drive to get the Greyhounds into pay dirt first. There's a timeout on the field.
Yeah.
Good methodical drive, and it looked like they were able to correct, with the exception of that one penalty on the Passacek catch.
The drive started on the 47. Remember, they had that initial penalty that took him back to the 40, so they marched that far. But they did start on their 47-yard line.
You are correct.
A 53-yard drive. I think you're right with 6 plays. A big pass play, the biggest one, as Castro did some good running as well.
And what are your plans after this year, after you're done with high school?
So super job, 53 yards, Greyhounds on the board. And the extra point to come.
They may go for 2 here.
And that's what they're doing. They're lining up.
Galloway at the quarterback, Hetty at the running back. 2 receivers far side, 2 to the near side. Motion, so 3 on the right. Galloway wants to throw in the flat. He's got someone there, and Pakacek makes the catch for the 2-point conversion.
There is a flag on the play.
And wouldn't you know it, there's a penalty marker on the field. So let's check this.
2-point conversion.
And the calls against the Pleasanton Eagles.
Against Pleasanton, so the score, the 2-point conversion is good. So Pleasanton will get the ball kicked back to them in just a moment. 10:55 to go in the second quarter now. We'll keep it here as the Boerne Greyhounds have really started to make some moves on the offensive side. Despite a couple of penalties, they got it into the end zone a couple of times. The second time was even better as Hetty ran it in from 2 yards.
And I know this is easier said than done, Tony, but I think the answer to what's going on with the Greyhounds, cut down on the miscues. And as I said, it's easier said than done. I mean, they happen inadvertently, but you do that, you're going to take control of this ball game.
So the Greyhounds go up 10-0. We played about a minute of the second quarter. Hetty's touchdown, by the way, was his third of the season.
What do you want to do on that?
Just comedy type stuff.
And I believe Hetty, who scored the touchdown, will do the kickoff duties.
He handles all the kicking duties for the Greyhounds. Done quite a good job. As a matter of fact, he's among the leader in points for Boerne this season. Of course, along with quarterback Rashawn Galloway.
So the kick is a low line drive. Fielded at about the 11, angling to the far side. Gets dragged down as the return by 88, which is Diego Luna, one of their slot receivers, brings it back to what we marked down now at the 22. So a gain of about 11 yards on the return, and it's first and 27, pardon me, not the 22, so give him about 16 yards. And that's where the Eagles will start 1st and 10. Someone laid out of the sideline is a receiver on the near side. 2 receivers near, 1 to the far. Ramos gives the ball. Garner gets to the edge, but gains only a couple of yards up to the 29, a 2-yard gain. Pearson pushes him out of bounds.
Will Pearson, how many times we call that young man's name this first half already, including a key interception in that first quarter?
The junior, Pearson, has been a playmaker tonight for the Greyhounds. So the Eagles send 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side, both of them stacked. Boerne's 4-down lineman puts some pressure. Ramos throws it out to the far side and throws it into the Boerne bench. No chance for the receiver that time to get to it. That's Daniel Martinez.
Braden
goes incomplete.
Not bad. Braden Bayes back defensively for the Boerne Greyhounds. Good job from his cornerback position. Seemed like the quarterback was just trying to lead the receiver near the sideline, but ran out of real estate.
Pearson, one safety. Houston Hendricks, a sophomore, the other safety. Here's another pass over the top to a streaking receiver down the sideline. I think that's interference, as I think we grabbed one of his arms as he was reaching for the ball, but it is not called. Their coaches are up hollering about it. It was intended for Thompson, who's got most of the pass plays his way tonight, but it is incomplete, and it's 4th down.
Cole Wickring to kick it away for the Eagles.
Wickring will kick it for Pleasanton.
Back deep, number 15, Riley Pekacek, to return this punt for the Boerne Greyhounds.
That was nearly blocked. It might have been. Nope. Pekacek brings it back, has some room, then spins and is brought down near the 45-yard line. So there's a late flag. It might be a face mask at the end of that. They're going to get good field position anyway. The ball's spotted at the 45, but they'll get extra yardage on this one, I'm sure.
There's a flag on the play.
Might have been a face mask. We'll check that out.
Oh, a helmet-to-helmet hit
there. It was a
there.
helmet-to-helmet, yeah.
Helmet to helmet, not really damaging because both of them get up quickly. But that could be a targeting call after the punt.
We'll have to check this interesting decision by the referees.
It's a 40-yard
personal foul.
37, yeah.
Personal foul called against the Eagles.
So about a 37-yard punt and a return of about 8. And Boerne will start now from the Pleasanton 40 after the penalty takes it all the way up into Eagle territory. So the Greyhounds leading 10-0 with 10:02 to go in the second period. Now want to add some more to it. From their Pleasanton 40-yard line, the drive starts. 1st and 10. Galloway with a lone setback beside him. 2 receivers either way. Now motion, jet sweep, and now a pass will come from the receiver up ahead to the Greyhound receiver who catches the ball on the run. That is Jackson Graves to Jackson Harper. Is that right? Yes. Graves the thrower. He was the guy in motion.
Graves actually third on the depth chart at his quarterback position. And that time he just lined it up to Harper.
Right. He threw a strike to Harper, who was going down the near sideline, who caught it in stride and took it into the end zone. Jackson Harper, a senior. Hetty's extra point try will go up and be good. And all of a sudden, a one-play drive on a 40-yard pass play makes it 17-0. 9:54 to go in the second on the Greyhound Network.
A whole lot of things have changed over the past few months, but some things have stayed just the same. Here in Boerne, Texas, we are still making your kids smile. You may not see that as easily with those masks on, but those smiles are just beneath. And when this all passes, and it will, you'll really be reminded of how we just keep making them smile. Thank you for your trust and support, and go Greyhounds.
Boom.
And we're back in Boerne. The Greyhounds starting to put some distance between them and the Eagles, up 17-0. Still almost 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. But back-to-back touchdown drives, one of 53 yards, that one of 40 yards, so both short drives. But in any event, a couple of touchdowns. That a one-play drive, Graves to Harper from 40 yards out.
Hats off to Coach Hendricks, though. What a great time to pull that off. And extend that lead just a bit for the Greyhounds.
Hetty will put a foot to it. Again, Lowe has a squibble on this one. Morales has it at the 8. Comes up the near sideline, gets bumped, breaks a tackle, then gets wrestled down. Finally gets wrestled down. Looked like Luke Turner brought him down. So they'll mark him at the 24, where the Eagles will start 1st and 10.
So now we'll see what Sean Ramos and of course, on the other side of the football, Coach Liska has in their arsenal. See if they can come back to answer. All of that defense has been fired up and looking pretty good here in the last couple of possessions for the Eagles.
Got 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. They want to throw, but there's a whistle early. Please don't tell me they've got procedure again. They do have a false start again.
Third one of the first half for the Eagles.
So before they can even start the drive with a play, they get 5-yard penalty. So 1st and 15 now from the 19. Can't win football games if you're doing that regularly. Not 4 times in the half, and we still got 9.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Snap. Fake the handoff, pass out to the edge, and they're right there is in a hurry making the catch. Duran made the catch. Wow.
Brought down by number 10, Elijah Marshall.
Big play,
Marshall
Elijah
did a
Marshall.
great job of getting there. The outside linebacker got out there to the edge and threw him down. That's a loss of 1. It's now 2nd down and 16.
2nd and 16 from the 18. Like I say, sometimes that offense can fire up the defense, and I think that's what we've seen here as of late for Boerne.
Ramos has a man over the middle, bobbled. Now he brings it in. Good job catching the ball there. That's Luna, Diego Luna, the sophomore. 14th catch of the season. Gets him to 3rd and manageable, but still not good, up to the 28-yard line. 10 yards on the pass play. Brings up 3rd and 7. They need to get to the 34. They're at the 27. Ramos wants to throw. His initial route was covered. Garner comes out of the backfield, and a good open field tackle by the Greyhounds.
Luke Turner on the stop. For
He should be stopped short.
Yeah,
Luke Turner coming over to make the stop for Boerne, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
That'll keep him short.
Cole Wickring to punt it away for the Eagles.
So Wickring will come in to punt. Almost got to it again. Pakacek catches it. Comes near side. Has
nice
some
shake.
room. 10, 15. Drags through a tackle.
Nice
Stays on
shake.
his feet. Across midfield inside the 40. Down to about the 36 on a nice punt return of about 25 yards, maybe 35 yards.
That's just presence of mind. Yeah, presence of mind of pressing ahead there for Pakacek. No wonder he's so valuable for this Boerne offense and even on special teams there.
So a nice return sets Boerne up again inside Pleasanton territory at the 36. So start at their own 47, then at the Pleasanton 40, now at the 36. Trying to add to a 17-0 lead for the Greyhounds. Galloway fakes the handoff, rolls to the right, looks down the sideline, not there, gets some pressure, now throws it away, and I don't think he got it to the line of scrimmage, so that could be a penalty.
And there's the marker. Absolutely.
Well, that one's in the middle of the field. I'm not sure. That might be a holding call.
Flag on the play.
Our head linesman was reaching for his flag, but I don't know if he threw it, but that should be intentional grounding because he didn't get the pass back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna mark this off against Boerne.
Yeah. So that's where the flag is there.
And it's for a hold. You're right.
The holding,
that's
yes.
declined, the intentional grounding.
Right.
Yeah.
Grounding is the play they'll call. So that takes them all the way back to their own 49. Wow. A loss of 15 yards. So again, before they even run a play, well, I'm sorry, they did run one play. Now they're in a hole. 2nd and forever. Galloway, straight drop back, has a screen, little wide receiver screen, caught on the near side. Won't go very far, though, about 4 or 5 yards.
Pass complete to number 3,
Max Garcia makes the catch.
On the stop for the Eagles.
And they're into the 48 of Pleasanton now, and now it's 3rd down. And they say 22, so I'll stay with him.
I'll give him a pickup of give him a pickup of 3 on that play. They were on the 49, the Boerne 49, so
2 receivers either way. Galloway on 3rd and 22. Tailback is Castro. Everybody goes out. 5 receivers out. He looks down the middle. Somebody's wide open. It's Castro, and he drops the ball. Oh, my goodness. I don't think he looked upfield. I think he just was unable to bring it in as Galloway put it on his hands on a strike right down the middle of the field as he came out of the backfield and ran a post route. And that was one that they'll want back, and they'll hate seeing that in the film room.
Absolutely. That had 6 written all over it. He was all by his lonesome. So that'll bring on a punting situation now.
So Galloway is in to punt. Morales back. Now, pardon me, that's Franco is back. Fields it off of a bounce. Breaks one tackle, but then gets stood up, and he won't get much. He won't get out to the 20 as the Eagles pin him back inside their own 20, and that's where the Eagles will start first and 10. R.J. Franco, a slot receiver, gets the return back to the 18. And that's where the Eagles will start first and 10.
First down, Eagles, their own 18-yard line.
I believe that was the first 3 and out for Boerne tonight.
For Boerne thus far this evening. You are correct.
Not the first time they punted, but it's the first time the 3 and out.
The 3 and out, yes.
And a handoff is faked. A keeper by the quarterback Ramos. Won't get much. Give him, see where they spot it. Now they'll spot it at the 18, so give him no gain on the run.
Eagles are trying to make something happen right as they string it out on the runs, but the Boerne defense has gathered themselves to shut off that corner and negate any kind of gain.
So 2nd and 10. Ramos, straight drop back. Throws it to his receiver. To his running back, Garner. Started right, then tried to wiggle back left, but ended up losing yards all the way back to the 15. So the little dump-off pass loses 3 yards. And Aparicio does a good job on the tackle.
So Pleasanton moving backwards on this drive. Now it's 3rd and 13. And line of scrimmage is their own 15-yard line. So good job by the Boerne defense to keep the Eagles contained.
We bring in another safety. Cole Gentry comes into the game. They'll send 2 receivers to either side. Ramos wants to throw. Short drop, looking long, left side. Has a man. The 2 are kind of hand fighting all the way down the field. It'll go incomplete.
Ramos' pass intended for Jaden Palacios.
Palacios targeted for the first time tonight.
On the coverage for the Greyhounds.
Bays on the coverage.
And that was good coverage, too. He stuck right with the receiver, looked back for the ball right at the right time. So there'd be no question about any potential penalties. Good defensive work.
So a 3 and out for Pleasanton brings up a punt. Not a bad kick. Pacheco bobbles it, then falls on it. So from the 45, Boerne will start again in good position. 4:59 to go in the second quarter. Boerne up 17-0. Football game's had some pretty good pace to it, but we've slowed down here in the second quarter. So the Greyhounds will have a chance to add to their 17-0 lead. 2 receivers stay to the near side, 2 go to the far side. Hetty is the tailback who stands next to Galloway. Rayshon Galloway, the junior, takes the snap, wants to throw. Nice little in route, and breaking a tackle is the receiver. A great look. Going down the field, that's Pearson. I'm sorry, no. It's Harper. The 2 and the 7 look so much alike.
We talked about this before the game, absolutely.
But a great job by Harper, who came in as the second leading receiver numbers-wise. And that one's all the way up to the 26-yard line as he broke a couple of tackles. Did a nice job after the catch on the little slant route. Galloway hit him right in the numbers, too. 2 receivers either way. Greyhounds want to move. Fake to Hattie. Then a pass out to the edge. Good looking. Pacheco down inside the 5. Another first down for the Greyhounds.
Now Galloway's getting that passing game working, kind of like clockwork, just getting it in little bits and pieces, but moving that football effectively.
Ball spotted at the 5. 17 on that pass play. Now handoff to Hetty up the middle. He gets hit hard after not very far. Herman Hyman, pardon me, made the tackle.
First by number 45, Ty Heyman.
That's a 1-yard gain on the run. 2nd and goal from the 4.
This is where you pass, and then get them with the run, and Boerne's been effective with that thus far this season. It's kind of a pick your poison offense.
Castro comes in as the tailback now. Galloway takes it. He's going option right side, fakes the pitch and goes into the end zone. Rayshawn Galloway, his 5th rushing touchdown of the season. That's good enough for the team lead. And Boerne goes up 23-0 with the extra point to come.
So I was wondering, because we were talking about, of course, Galloway being, I guess, 2nd on the team in picking up yardage, or
right,
maybe among the leaders. Wondering when he'd get his running game started. And it looks like right now, this point in the 2nd quarter, that's going to be something to contend with for Pleasanton.
That's the snap is high, and just don't let him run with it. Yep. So the extra point try will be no good, and it is 23-0.
No good. Offsides called against the Eagles.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
And they jumped offside, so they'll get a chance again to have a better snap and maybe kick this one through. And the note that I just wrote down will be scratch. Actually, they're going to go for 2 now that the ball spotted at the 1.5. So the offensive unit will come back on the field, and we'll see what happens. So the extra point try fails because of a bad snap, but a penalty against the Eagles gives them a second chance from half the distance, which is the 1.5. Hetty, the tailback. Galloway options it. Pitches it late.
Oh, yeah.
Heading into the end zone, another flag. I think what it is the receiver Harper went down the field, was blocking the whole way. Oh, they're going to call procedure. Whoa. Well, now, how do you do a false start after the ball's already in the end zone? The flag didn't come out till he turned the corner.
Yeah, it looked like the play was already in progress when the flag came out. So
we're going to try to kick it again. So a penalty on them and now a penalty on us. And Harper will come in to hold for Hetty. 3:28 to go 2nd quarter. It's 23-0. The Greyhounds trying to add the extra point, and it's been a chore. Snap is a good one. The kick is up, and it's through the uprights. So it is 24-0 after the extra point.
Left to play in the first half. Your score, Boerne, 24.
So 24-0, 3:28 to go in the half. We're back after this timeout on the Greyhound Sports Network.
Tonight's broadcast on the Greyhound Sports Network is brought to you by Raising Cane's, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Dog and Pony Grill, Glick Insurance, Toyota of Boerne, Ferris Orthodontics, and Wick Productions.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota of Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service.
And at Greyhound Stadium, Boerne ISD Stadium, the Greyhounds lead the Eagles 24-0. Still 3.5 minutes to go 2nd quarter. Hetty will kick off for what seems like the umpteenth time. And this time the returner brings it near side. Duran is stopped just across the 20-yard line. Looked like that was Bradley Morrison in on the tackle.
Good special teams play that time by Lesturgeon and Morrison.
So from the 21, Pleasanton starts their most recent drive. Their last couple of drives, a punt, a punt for a safety, and an interception on their first drive after a punt that was fumbled on their first drive. So their second drive was snapped over their head. So they have not had a lot of success offensively here tonight getting the ball into the end zone. 3 receivers broke to the far side, 1 to the near side. Ramos wants to throw, pulls it down. Actually, he gets tackled. A sack that time, a good-looking sack. Nice job on the pressure from Tanner McCarter. The junior gets another sack and backs him all the way up to, I think, the 14 or 15-yard line. So a loss of 6 on the sack.
That'll be second down and 16 now from the Eagle 15.
Game clock goes under 3 minutes to go. Play clock now near 10. Ramos has 2 receivers to either side. Shotgun snap. Handoff. This is a backup running back, Castillo. He's got first down yardage, and he breaks some more tackles on the left sideline. He'll be finally pushed out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Michael Castillo on the carry.
But a good-looking run by Michael Castillo, the sophomore running back with 12 carries for 24 yards. And that one got just about all of that, 22 on the carry. Pardon me, the ball got spotted back to the 15. So that's 28 on the run.
28 for number 28, and the Eagles have a first down.
So a first down, all of a sudden Pleasanton has some momentum. 2:32 on the game clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Ramos wants to throw. He gets hit as he throws, and it's intercepted. That's Colton Patrick who picks it off. Not real sure about the run back, but Colton Patrick had the interception.
Big pop that time on special teams. They look like Ashton Thompson for Pleasanton to kind of bring that interception, that play to an end. But boy, 2 interceptions on the night. You got to tip your cap to that Greyhound defense. Looking good.
That was a defense. That interception was caused by the sack.
Face mask called against the Eagles.
So in addition to spotting the ball at their own 49, they'll get more yards for the Greyhounds. Where are we going?
Oh, they're calling it against Boerne?
Face mask against the Greyhounds.
Wow.
So you don't see that very often.
Not
but
at all.
The Greyhound penalty gives them the ball all the way back at the 34-yard line. So instead of being near midfield, they're at their own 34. 2:16 to go in the second quarter. This is where the drive will start. Boerne coach is still trying to figure all that out, but in any event, 1st and 10 from the 34. Galloway, 2 receivers to either side. Well, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Hand off to Hetty. Wiggles his way through the middle. Gets wrestled down about the 37-yard line, so give him a couple of yards. Trying to hurry up. Here come the Greyhounds. Galloway takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking down the middle. There is a receiver, and he's wide open. That is Weichring. Not Weichring. I keep calling. He's on the other team. That is Cam Johnson, the sophomore receiver, is wide open down the middle. I don't know if you saw that, but the far receiver on the far side started waving his hand like they were going to do a wide receiver screen, and the guy Johnson just streaked down the middle.
Absolutely. He had size too, which certainly helped.
Unsportsmanlike conduct called against the Greyhounds.
So in addition, so that's 15 more yards back to the 48. So not real sure what's going on here, but the pass play covered a bunch of yards.
Yeah, it was from the Boerne 34 to the Pleasanton 36, was it not?
Yeah. So 15-yard penalty, another 15-yard penalty, backs the Greyhounds up. 1st and 10, a throw out to the near side, pardon me. Galloway with his first really bad throw of the night. Intended for Garcia, but way too tall. And it's 2nd down and 10 from the 48.
So yeah, a minute, and the Greyhound faithful certainly certainly letting the officiators know about it. Not too pleased with the calls.
Marco Quinones is on coverage on the near side. Galloway wants to throw, does a pump fake, now throws it long, and I think Pleasanton's going to intercept that one. Two defenders had bracketed Garrison, and Morales comes up with the interception.
Well, here again, he's throwing to an experienced receiver, but you're throwing into double coverage basically, and unfortunately that sometimes happens, and that's what came away with it. Is number 24, who's that J.J. Morales, comes away with the interception, and Pleasanton will have the ball now with just over a minute and a half left to go here in the first half.
So Pleasanton has it at their own 16. A minute 31 to go. Ramos, who just got picked off, comes back. Rolls to his left, throws it out to the far side. Good coverage. A catch of about 5 yards will be made by Thompson.
Complete to number 12, Ashawn Thompson.
So Thompson comes up with another catch. They'll give him out to the 21, so a gain of about 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Brayton Bays on the coverage for the Hounds.
So the clock continues to move now. Just about a minute left to go here in this first half, and you better believe those coaches will be talking adjustment.
3 receivers to the right. They'll give it to the tailback. That's Garner. Won't get much. Not really so sure. They must be just trying to run out the clock, because a good gain on first down gives you a chance for maybe a first down. 3rd and we'll call it 3 now. The ball at the 28. They need to get to the the ball at the 24. They need to get to the 26. Ball at the 23. They need to get to the 26. It's 3rd and 3. Game clock rolls now under 20 seconds to go. Ramos gives another handoff. Garner won't get much, won't even get the first down, so it's 4th down and the game clock will continue. Did somebody stop it?
Cole Brunot on the stop for the Greyhounds.
So the Boerne will stop the clock and force a punt on 4th and short.
That's a big stop there. And the Eagles just haven't been able to get anything. Well, save a couple of passes. They just haven't been able to get anything going, particularly offensively, especially these last several drives where the Boerne Greyhound defense has done a great job in holding them.
So Boerne asks for the timeout to stop the clock with 13 seconds to go. It's 4th down. Pleasanton 4th and 2 from their own 23. 4th and 3 from their own 23. The ball's up to 24. Let's get it there. 4th and 2 from the 24. But they'll have to punt.
We get along well with each other. We barely have any conflict, and we always like to push each other and make everyone better.
Bakacek goes back, the senior.
And, he's explosive.
He has made some good run backs tonight, so Boerne's going to go after it. They've almost blocked it twice. Here comes some pressure. Kick comes off. Bakacek won't field it. He wanted to, but it was way short. And it'll roll dead as the clock runs out. Oh, they're going to stop it with 1 second to go.
Play.
No, it is.
1 second left.
Yeah.
There we go. A second left, maybe a chance for Galloway to heave it up. Well, just take a knee.
Take a knee.
Take a knee.
Should have let the clock run out. So a final play of the half. It's 24-0, Boerne on top. We'll have some stats for you. We'll have an update from Boerne High School also at the half, and then we'll bring you an exciting second half that hopefully Boerne can continue to play well.
Absolutely. And during as we were mentioning, district play gets underway tonight for the Greyhounds and, of course, the Eagles. Other teams in District 14 4A1, we'll see if we can bring you some numbers, some scores, that is, from around the district.
Uvalde is at Lavernia.
That's right.
And then Somerset,
San Antonio Southwest,
is in a non-district game.
Right.
So here's a handoff on first down. That is J.P. Castro. Let's hope no one gets hurt on a play on a run of about 6 yards, and that'll be the end of the half. So the Greyhounds lead it by the score of 24-0. Halftime coming up on the Greyhounds Sports Network.
Tonight's broadcast on the Greyhounds Sports Network is brought to you by Raising Cane's, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Dog and Pony Grill, Glick Insurance, Toyota of Boerne, Ferris Orthodontics, and Wick Productions.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota of Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota of Boerne.
Box combo, please.
At Raising Cane's, we do one thing, and we do it better than anyone else. So why not let our food do the talking?
Love in the window.
Raising Cane's, only the best chicken finger meals. One love.
Hi, I'll take the
I'm
Charger
gonna get the
burger.
Greyhound burger, please.
Greyhound burger.
Charger burger.
Charger burger. Mushrooms, Swiss, caramelized onions.
Greyhound burger. Bacon and American cheese.
Charger burger.
Greyhound burger.
Charger burger.
Greyhound burger.
Charger burger.
Hey guys, you can like both of them at the same time.
We'll take two.
Dine in for a Charger burger, curbside takeout, a Greyhound burger. We're open. Dog and Pony Grill.
Hello, Boerne ISD family. I'm honored and excited today to announce that Boerne ISD has been named one of the top workplaces for the San Antonio area. And this is really a thank you, a reflection of you, what you've done for our students, what you've told people about Boerne ISD, and what you have made Boerne ISD into one of the best workplaces in the state. So thank you for your dedication, thank you for caring enough to go the extra mile, and thank you for helping us through this hard time. And yes, we are a top workplace. Congratulations, Boerne ISD family.
Hi, my name is Michael Glick with Glick Insurance. Since 1991, I've been assisting you and your family with all of your insurance needs. At Glick Insurance, we pride ourselves in educating before selling to ensure you get the best coverage and rates available. We not only offer a wide range of products, but we also offer customizable options and regular check-ins to review and make sure your policy is up to date. To start your coverage today, call Glick Insurance at 830-816-2811 or visit us online at glickinsurance.com.
Tonight's broadcast on the Greyhounds Sports Network is brought to you by Raising Cane's, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Dog and Pony Grill, Glick Insurance, Toyota of Boerne, Ferris Orthodontics, and Wick Productions.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota of Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota of Boerne.
Hi, my name is Michael Glick with Glick Insurance. Since 1991, I've been assisting you and your family with all of your insurance needs. At Glick Insurance, we pride ourselves in educating before selling to ensure you get the best coverage and rates available. We not only offer a wide range of products, but we also offer customizable options and regular check-ins to review and make sure your policy is up to date. To start your coverage today, call Glick Insurance at 830-816-2811 or visit us online at glickinsurance.com.
Be a part of the second annual Boerne Cup Golf Tournament on Monday, October 12th at the Buckhorn. Your entry fee or corporate support will allow the Charger and Greyhound Athletic Booster Clubs to provide funds to support all girls and boys athletic programs at Champion and Boerne High School. Our athletes, trainers, and coaches sincerely appreciate your support. See you on October 12th at the Buckhorn.
Hello, Boerne ISD family. I'm honored and excited today to announce that Boerne ISD has been named one of the top workplaces for the San Antonio area. And this is really a thank you, a reflection of you, what you've done for our students, what you've told people about Boerne ISD, and what you have made Boerne ISD into one of the best workplaces in the state. So thank you for your dedication, thank you for caring enough to go the extra mile, and thank you for helping us through this hard time. And yes, we are a top workplace. Congratulations, Boerne ISD family.
Box combo, please.
At Raising Cane's, we do one thing, and we do it better than anyone else. So why not let our food do the talking?
Love in the window.
Raising Cane's, only the best chicken finger meals. One love.
If you want to train like the athlete, and I mean truly train like a professional athlete, you come to D1.
Athletes are the staple of what we want to be. You want to be healthy, you want to be strong, you want to have a smile on your face, you want to be energetic when you walk into places, and just have a presence about you. And so I think D1 creates that atmosphere, and they understand the opportunity they have in taking these individuals and making them better.
D1 Boerne, the place for the athlete.
This place is going to change the way I play the game.
We're back at Boerne, where the Greyhounds lead at 24-0. We'll have halftime stats for you. But first, and I'll give you an update, Smithson Valley trails Wagner on the road tonight, 15-3, also at the half. But we're going to give you a halftime show here from Boerne High School, here as halftime entertainment on the Greyhounds Sport Network.
Tonight's broadcast on the Greyhound Sports Network is brought to you by Raising Cane's, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Dog and Pony Grill, Glick Insurance, Toyota of Boerne, Ferris Orthodontics, and Wick Productions.
Boerne ISD students can now order meals with NutriSlice, a website and an app that allows BISD students to view the menu for each day and pre-order meals up to 14 days out. If you order ahead by midnight the night before, your child will go to the front of the line and get their meal quickly and efficiently. With NutriSlice, you can view changes to the menu, nutrition information about the entrees and side selections, as well as carb counts. To view a tutorial on how to order with NutriSlice, or for more information, visit boerneisd.net/nutrition. Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the Boerne Insider. I'm Brian Benway. Career and technical education courses at Boerne ISD provide students with hands-on learning experiences. One of those CTE courses is culinary arts. Let's go see what they're cooking today. The BISD Culinary Arts program consists of 4 classes, from an introductory course freshman year to working inside kitchens at local Boerne establishments as high school seniors. In the culinary classes, both Boerne High and Champion High School students gain experience working inside the district's industrial kitchen and will learn how to read recipes, experience different cooking methods, prepare and execute catering events, as well as manage a cafe, learn the business side of cooking, and more. Students in the culinary classes believe they are gaining valuable knowledge and experience while also having fun.
You get to do so many different things. It's a lot of fun. Well, experience, it can show that you can work with different people, so you're not always working in the same group, and you also learn how to work in an industrial kitchen.
I think it helps build like a lot of team building exercises, and safety is like really important in this class. I think it's, it helps a lot with, just in the culinary world.
When we come back, we'll taste test these delicious creations.
Attention, all Boerne ISD students.
Let's all do our part to keep our schools safe and open.
Please, mask up.
So we can suit up.
Today, the advanced culinary class are baking crepes right here at Boerne High School. To channel my inner Guy Fieri. That's killer. Well done. BISD culinary arts instructor Amy Hogan says the culinary courses are important for students to gain valuable experience.
And if they want to go off and go to culinary school or work in the industry, it's a great chance to work with industry tools like we have here. And so part of that is that they get to learn in our environment, learn safety, sanitation, get food handler certification even, and that helps them in our industry, as well as teamwork, collaboration, just working as a part of a cohesive crew, and time management. So there's so many lessons. That's what career and technical education is really good at, I think.
Hands-on experience is a key component to student success. Here at Boerne ISD, preparing students for the future is part of what makes this district so special. I'm Brian Benway, and this is the Boerne Insider. This week, the Boerne Insider Limelight recognizes Israel Aviles, theater director at Champion High School. Israel has been a director of the Champion Theater Group for the last 2 years. In that time, he has directed a number of plays and musicals for the theater group. His goal is to inspire the students into becoming the best they can.
And it's just a consistency, consistently looking for excellence, consistently pushing that you can be more than you think you can. And these students really, they rise to that on their own. It's really nothing I have to do except for just kind of say, here's the bar. I dare you to make it there, and they do.
The theater students at Champion have the utmost respect for Israel and credit him for their success and creativity on stage.
He's a super good acting coach, but on top of that, his mind for like production, like how the stage looks, how the costumes look, how the lights and sound are. He just has like a very good idea of like how to put on a show.
It's almost like he can teach anybody to act. It's like he has a knack that I don't see in a lot of other directors that just like draws people back.
The Boerne Insider Limelight is sponsored by the Boerne Education Foundation.
Today's sponsor spotlight, Infinity of Boerne.
We want to treat our customers the way we would want to be treated if we were buying or servicing a vehicle. We don't hide behind complicated phrases or confusing processes. We respect our customers' time and provide transparency every step of the way. We want to make it easy to do business with us. We have a 3-day vehicle exchange policy because we want to make sure our customers are happy with their purchasing decision more than we just want to sell another car.
Stop by Infinity of Boerne and experience world-class customer service for yourself. They're located on I-10 West or call 210-477-1775 for more information. Thank you to Infinity of Boerne for partnering with the Boerne Education Foundation as we support student success in Boerne ISD.
Box combo, please.
At Raising Cane's, we do one thing, and we do it better than anyone else. So why not let our food do the talking?
Love in the window.
Raising Cane's, only the best chicken finger meals. One love.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
Hi, my name is Michael Glick with Glick Insurance. Since 1991, I've been assisting you and your family with all of your insurance needs. At Glick Insurance, we pride ourselves in educating before selling to ensure you get the best coverage and rates available. We not only offer a wide range of products, but we also offer customizable options and regular check-ins to review and make sure your policy is up to date. To start your coverage today, call Glick Insurance at 830-816-2811 or visit us online at glickinsurance.com.
My name's Austin Mott.
And what position do you play?
I play right guard.
Okay, senior season. What are you looking forward to the most?
Just the fact that we get to play this season, even though there's pandemic going around, they're still letting us play, and it's just a big opportunity to get our final season in.
And with all that's going on, all the uncertainty, how does that make the season more special, the fact that you guys are getting to play right now and be practice and be alongside your teammates?
It just gets us to bond better, get our brotherhood stronger, and it's just a great opportunity.
And how is this group of guys special?
We get along well with each other. We barely have any conflict, and we always like to push each other and make everyone better.
Hi, I'll take
Hi,
the
I'm
Charger
gonna get the
burger.
Greyhound burger, please.
Greyhound burger, Charger burger, Charger burger, mushrooms, Swiss, caramelized onions.
Greyhound burger, bacon and American cheese.
Charger burger,
Greyhound burger.
Charger burger,
Greyhound burger.
Charger burger.
Hey guys, you can like both of them at the same time.
We'll take two.
Dine in for a Charger burger, curbside takeout, a Greyhound burger. We're open. Dog and Pony Grill.
Hello, Boerne ISD family. I'm honored and excited today to announce that Boerne ISD has been named one of the top workplaces for the San Antonio area. And this is really a thank you, a reflection of you, what you've done for our students, what you've told people about Boerne ISD, and what you have made Boerne ISD into one of the best workplaces in the state. So thank you for your dedication, thank you for caring enough to go the extra mile, and thank you for helping us through this hard time. And yes, we are a top workplace. Congratulations, Boerne ISD family.
A whole lot of things have changed over the past few months, but some things have stayed just the same. Here in Boerne, Texas, we are still making your kids smile. You may not see that as easily with those masks on, but those smiles are just beneath. And when this all passes, and it will, you'll really be reminded of how we just keep making them smile. Thank you for your trust and support, and go Greyhounds.
Young Life's mission statement is to introduce adolescents to Jesus Christ, help them grow in their faith. We now have 4 ministries in Boerne. Young Life ministers directly to high school kids, Wildlife with our middle school friends, Capernaum, our friends with special needs, and then Young Lives with our teen moms in the community.
Matt Mahalik.
Okay, and your position?
I'm a wide receiver.
Okay, and now it's your senior year. What are you looking forward to most this year?
I'm looking forward to hopefully making it to the state championship.
Okay, tough question. Who is your favorite coach?
I'd have to give it to Polo Gutierrez.
Why is that?
Yeah, every time before we warm up, we all get fired up.
Okay, now give me your favorite quote.
It's how you feel fired up when we yell before we warm up.
Okay, there we go.
If you want to train like the athlete, and I mean truly train like a professional athlete. You come to D1.
Athletes are the staple of what we want to be. You want to be healthy, you want to be strong, you want to have a smile on your face, you want to be energetic when you walk into places and just have a presence about you. And so I think D1 creates that atmosphere, and they understand the opportunity they have in taking these individuals and making them better.
D1 Boerne, the place for the athlete.
This place is going to change the way I play the game.
Be a part of the second annual Boerne Cup Golf Tournament on Monday, October 12th at the Buckhorn. Your entry fee or corporate support will allow the Charger and Greyhound Athletic Booster Clubs to provide funds to support all girls and boys athletic programs at Champion and Boerne High School. Our athletes, trainers, and coaches sincerely appreciate your support. See you on October 12th at the Buckhorn.
Happy World Teachers Day. I wanted to take just a few moments to really thank our teachers for the great job they're doing this year in this difficult time. But I want you to know that I, the board, the principals, the community, and the students really appreciate your dedication to making this work. So thank you, and happy World Teachers Day.
Ethan Hamby.
And what position do you play?
Defensive tackle.
Okay, what do you think this team can do this year, your last year?
Go to Jerry World.
Go to Jerry's World?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think this team can get the job done?
We work harder than anyone else.
What have you seen from this group of guys so far throughout 2 days?
It's a lot of hard work and dedication.
Okay, what do you want to do after you're done with football, high school?
Hopefully,
What's the plan?
hopefully play college football.
Do you have any idea where you want to go?
Not yet.
Okay, favorite song at the moment?
Favorite song at the moment?
No pressure.
It's by Turnpike Troubadours.
Can
7
you
and
sing
7.
a little bit of it?
No, I'm not singing.
No singing?
Nope.
Oh, come
not
on.
Singing it.
Okay, I'll take it.
Back to Boerne, where the Greyhounds lead it 24-0. We're at the half. Just a couple of more minutes before we start the second half. Some scores from around the district.
Absolutely. The Valley Coyotes are trailing the Livonia Bears 21-8. That's a halftime score. And it's the Southside Cardinals, San Antonio Southside that is, on top of Somerset 27-0. And that is also a second quarter score. See if we can bring you some other scores from maybe another couple of games of interest from the area.
We've got some stats here as well as he looks for some other scores. I have Pleasanton unofficially for 104 yards of total offense in the first half, 54 running and 50 passing. Boerne, I have 176 yards of offense, 86 on the ground, 90 through the air, and that's where we're at as we get ready for the second half. You find any other scores yet, Roland?
I've got number 8 Champion on top of Harker Heights, 14-10. And that is a halftime score as well.
So we'll do this. We'll take one more quick timeout. We'll come back with the start of the second half. As you see the Greyhounds leading 24-0 on the Greyhound Sports Network.
Tonight's broadcast on the Greyhound Sports Network is brought to you by Raising Cane's, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Dog and Pony Grill, Glick Insurance, Toyota of Boerne, Ferris Orthodontics, and Wick Productions.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
Box combo, please.
At Raising Cane's, we do one thing, and we do it better than anyone else. So why not let our food do the talking?
Love in the window.
Raising Cane's, only the best chicken finger meals. One love.
Hi, I'll take
Hi,
the
I'm
Charger
gonna get the
burger.
Greyhound burger, please.
Greyhound burger.
Charger burger.
Charger burger. Mushrooms, Swiss, caramelized onions.
Greyhound burger, bacon and American cheese.
Charger burger.
Greyhound burger.
Charger burger.
Greyhound burger.
Charger burger.
Hey guys, you can like both of them at the same time.
We'll take two.
Dine in for a Charger burger, curbside takeout, a Greyhound burger. We're open. Dog and Pony Grill.
Hello, Boerne ISD family. I'm honored and excited today to announce that Boerne ISD has been named one of the top workplaces for the San Antonio area. And this is really a thank you, a reflection of you, what you've done for our students, what you've told people about Boerne ISD, and what you have made Boerne ISD into one of the best workplaces in the state. So thank you for your dedication, thank you for caring enough to go the extra mile, and thank you for helping us through this hard time. And yes, we are a top workplace. Congratulations, Boerne ISD family.
And back in Boerne, where the Greyhounds lead at 24-0, get ready to start the second half. Pleasanton will kick off to the Greyhounds. Ball hits the ground, then gets picked up, and Cam Johnson doesn't get far as they kind of pooched it a little bit longer over the next to last line, and the back line was quite far back. So Johnson returns it to the 21, where the Greyhounds will start 1st and 10 for their opening drive of the second half.
Joel Alvarado, a little help from Carlos Garcia on the stop for Pleasanton on their special teams play. Well, let's see what adjustments both teams have made at halftime. It's always a question of the halftime adjustments, and see how things are going to turn out for both teams. The Greyhounds take the field. The offensive unit.
Galloway will bring two receivers to the near side, and Boerne will call a timeout. A little confusion coming out of I think the play clock was running down, and they didn't break the huddle at the sideline quick enough, so Boerne will call a timeout. We'll keep it here. 11:57 to go in the third quarter. We've had a kickoff return that took 3 seconds, and now Boerne's called a timeout because I don't really know why. I guess the play clock started and they weren't aware that the play clock had started, so they didn't know it was running out as they go out on the field.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens now.
So here we go. Play clock starts again. Galloway sends two receivers to the far side, one to the near side. We've got a tight end on this side as well. Now motion across. Galloway wants to throw out in the flat. He has a man. And down the sideline goes Pacheco.
Oh, boy.
And he's going to go the distance. I thought for sure they were going to force him out of bounds, but they did not. So a 79-yard pass play. Galloway to Pacheco. Say that for me. Pacheco. Yes, that's what I said.
Yes.
And that's another touchdown for the Greyhounds, who go up 30-0 with the extra point to come.
You know, Pacheco, some big pass plays tonight, his biggest game of the year. A 7-catch, 150-yard night against Boerne. That back on 9/11, on September 11th. Not to mention, right after that, he added a 78-yard performance and an 82-yard performance. So the young man certainly a valuable part of that Boerne offense.
Kick is good. It's 31-0. The Greyhounds up on top. Opening drive of the second half is a good one. We'll take a timeout on the Greyhound Sports Network.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
Now at 31-0, Boerne on top of Pleasanton. opening minute of the second half, you've got to start worrying about now how many guys on the depth chart are going to get in and how many guys who aren't even on the depth chart are going to get in as we start calling the plays here in the second half with everybody getting into the game. Hetty will kick it off for the Greyhounds. Morales and Luna have been back. This one to an up back. Looks like Aaron Alvarado, a sophomore, will return it just a little bit. But as he gets it back to not quite the 40-yard line, they'll call it the 48-yard line. Where Pleasanton will start 1st and 10. Good field position from the 38-yard line.
Well, here's where we check to see what adjustments Pleasanton made at halftime. As of yet, they were able to get the ball inside the red zone, deep into Boerne territory. They had a couple of first, second, third and goals, but just haven't been able to capitalize on those.
No doubt. Ramos. Quarterback run straight up the middle. Gets one block, gets a couple of yards before he's wrestled down. Not too far, not too many yards. Yeah, Marshall had the tackle.
McCarter came over a little, helped out as well. Elijah Marshall, as we mentioned, 83 tackles and 2 sacks last year. Very big presence on that Greyhound defense.
So 2 yards on the run brings up 2nd and 8. 2 receivers to either side for the Eagles. Ramos adjusts his arm sleeve, has a lone setback beside him. He wants to throw. Has time, lets it go. Kind of it looked like an awkward throw almost. I'm not so sure he didn't get bumped. The intended receiver unable to catch it. Coverage by Will Pearson.
And Pearson almost came up with his 2nd pick of the night. Good coverage in that Greyhound secondary.
So 3rd and 8. Yeah, defense has played well all night long. Obviously, when you shut somebody out, you have to.
You know, yeah, and not only that, Tony, but after completing a couple of passes early, the Greyhounds have just adjusted to shut down the Eagle passing game for the most part.
Ramos rolls to his left, has some pressure. Now tries to get away from it. Breaks one tackle. Now scrambles to the first down sticks, but he doesn't get it as he is shoved out of bounds before he could get there. Braden Bays, the sophomore, shut him down 2 yards shy of a first down. It'll be 4th down.
It's going to bring up 4th down for the Eagles.
Well, Ramos heads over to the sideline. I guess that'll bring up a punting situation.
Well, they may just go for
it. At this point, that's what I was wondering.
They're going to leave the offense on the field. 10:47 to go, 3rd quarter action. 31-0, Boerne on top. Ramos gives it to a running back. That's Garner coming this way. And he breaks a couple of tackles after he was caught in the backfield. I see a flag as well.
Yeah, penalty markers. So we'll check this out. The Boerne coaching staff, of course, saying it's against Pleasanton.
Yeah, he did not get the yardage necessary for a first down. In fact, I think he actually lost a yard. And if the penalty is on Pleasanton, holding, so it's declined, they'll turn it over on downs. So Blanco has the ball at the 46-yard line of Pleasanton. Another possession that starts into their territory. It's a good field position all night long for Boerne.
And save a couple of miscues. They've been able to capitalize for the most part this evening, thus the 31-0 score at this point.
Galloway's 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hetty goes in motion. They'll fake it to him, and now Galloway's going to run it. Up the middle he goes. Now bends right, then left. Now breaks a tackle, then gets wrestled down. A whole bunch of them on top of him now. Brought down at the 30.
Coming over Marco Quiñones from his cornerback spot. 34 tackles on the year last year and a couple of picks for 2019.
Carlos Garcia also in on the tackle, one of the outside linebackers. In case you're wondering how we got to 31, there was a safety to start the scoring tonight, and then a 2-point conversion. In any event, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw it towards the end zone, does Galloway, and I think he caught it.
No, they're saying incomplete.
Incomplete, says the referee.
Galloway's pass intended for number 5, Justin Moore. Incomplete.
That just out of his hands, as you were mentioning,
Ashton
though.
Thompson providing the coverage for the Eagles.
So it's 2nd down and 10. Kind of surprised 31-0. We're not just running the clock and running the ball.
Running the ball, yeah.
Keep that clock moving. Probably trying some pass plays they hadn't done much this year. Galloway takes the snap. Option run. Has Hetty as the pitch man, but he turns up himself. Looked like he got a face mask almost. Might have got a jersey. Now he comes left. He's got an angle to the end zone. Gets tripped up, though, as he gets to the 5. Nice job on J.J. Morales. Almost tripped him with his legs, but they'll spot him at the 4.
That's a Greyhound first down.
That's a 20-yard run.
And, you know, we've been waiting for that, too, tonight from Rashawn Galloway. What a job he's done. 232 yards and 4 touchdowns rushing the football thus far this year. I'm sure this is going to add to his numbers.
Galloway takes the snap, gives it to Hetty. Up the middle he goes. I'm not even sure he was touched.
Number 40, Scott.
Goodness. A 4-yard TD run by Scott Hetty, the senior.
Good enough for his 3rd touchdown of the year. Hetty with coming into this game with 44 carries and 118 yards on the season. And of course, he also serves as the kicker on this Greyhound squad. He's on to try the extra point.
Hetty's had some adventures out there tonight with a couple of bad snaps. This one a good snap. Placement is good. The kick is good. So 38-0. Boerne goes up big on Pleasanton. 2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter. Let's run some clock, folks. Right now we'll take a timeout on the Greyhound Sports Network.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
Back to Boerne, 38-0. The Greyhounds on top. Scott Hetty's going to ask for a raise or some time off as he's kicking off again.
And at 37-0, as you were mentioning, I think it'll be a time when we start getting some of the bench players in. And now the thing I find interesting about that is bringing in the bench players is they want to fight for their time to play too.
This one goes to Luna. Near sideline, doesn't get far. Ball's loose on the ground. Who's got it? Might take a couple of seconds to figure this one out.
Greyhounds say
they have it.
On the return, there's a fumble on the play.
Greyhounds are confident they have it. And
recovered by the Eagles.
The Eagles come up with it. So the Greyhounds were trying to sell it, but no good, no sale.
And the Academy Award goes to.
So Pleasanton has possession of the ball at their own 25 to start this drive. 1st and 10 from there. It's 38-0. Pretty much can put this one in the win column for the Greyhounds and the loss column for the Eagles. So I guess my question is here, with still 21 minutes of football left, do we have to throw it on every down, Roland?
Well, if you're the Eagles, I would think you have to. If you want to even, sniff being competitive in this one.
Ramos wants to throw. He's got some pressure. Now he's being forced wide left. He throws it away as one of their receivers knocked down one of our defensive backs. That one went past the line of scrimmage, so no grounding there. Incomplete pass on 1st down. Not very productive, but he lives to play another down, and that worked off at least 9 seconds off the clock.
I think he was concerned. Landon Lesturgeon, the sophomore linebacker, coming at him, and that certainly rushed him and rushed his pass. However, his receivers were covered.
2 receivers to the near side, 3 to the far side as they're just sending everybody out in pass patterns now. Here comes pressure. Throw it out to the near side. Morales caught it, and then he dropped it. Boerne coaches saying incomplete, but they will give him a catch up to the 33-yard line.
Back on the coverage, Luke Turner for the Greyhounds.
Looks like a gain of about 8.
It's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2 coming up. They'll need to get to the 35 for a first down as they started on the 25. Play clock under 15 now as Ramos is still waiting for the signal from the sideline and gets it. Huddle at 10, breaks the huddle. Now it's 7. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Snap. Got a man just over the middle. Tries to get it to Morales, but throws it badly. Coverage on the play by Sam Cannell. And it's incomplete, brings up 4th down.
You can't praise that secondary enough for the Boerne Greyhounds this evening. As I mentioned, save a couple of early passes that Ramos was able to get off and complete. That secondary has shut out the passing game.
So Wickring is on to punt for the Eagles. This one a short pump. He catches it on a bounce, then gets it off. Really no one deep, so it'll roll inside the 30 to about the 25. So the punt.
Cole Wickring's punt is down at the Greyhound 26.
About 37 yards, no return. Boerne has the ball at their own 26, where they will go 1st and 10.
Let's see if the Greyhound offense decides to keep it on the ground and maybe eat some of that clock.
And we said they have run the ball for over 135 yards this year, 215 through the air, 350 some in the total.
And there we go.
Here's a handoff. This is Castro. Nothing really on the left side. Won't get much at all, maybe even a loss.
Tommy Lee Ramirez on the stop for the Eagles.
So we'll say no gain. Ball's at the 26. Well, no, let me correct that. I guess they gave him a yard. So it's 2nd and 9. Galloway, a lone setback. Gives it to Castro again. This time he's got a better run up near the 35-yard line. About 8 yards on the carry, spotted at the 35.
Giancarlo Garcia over to make the stop that time for Pleasanton.
Yeah, he and Tom Heyman both in on the play. Ty Heyman. So it is 3rd and 2. They need to get to the 36. The ball at the 34. Galloway. Castro is lone setback, gets another handoff. No, this time he pulls it back out, then has some pressure. He might get sacked. He throws it finally to the far sideline. A catch is made, and they will call it a good one.
Galloway's basketball.
That is
Max
Garcia comes up with it on the sideline. So the pass play.
And that'll move the chains. A first down just when you need it.
Of 8 yards is a first down. To the 43 they go. Galloway. A handoff. This one's a good one. Castro right side. Had some space into Eagle territory. He's finally wrestled down, but not until he's inside the 40 at the 36.
Carlos Garcia on the stop. That's a great.
Oh, man, can't say enough about J.P. Castro coming into this game. 53 carries for 250 yards and 3 touchdowns. Those numbers certainly going to go up this evening.
Galloway. This is Hetty, who's come into the game because Castro was tired. Hetty wiggles his way through 4 or 5 different defenders. Finally brought down, where will they spot it? At the 32, a gain of 4.
And Castro's big game thus far, we're talking about Castro carrying the football. He had 12 carries for 126 yards and a touchdown. That the last time the Greyhounds took the field. It was Thursday, September 24th against Fredericksburg.
So Hetty in there now with Galloway. Play clock at 10. 6:40 to go in the third quarter. Galloway wants to throw. Has some time. Had a man, now throws it over the top, taking a chance, and I think it got picked off. It did. Far sideline inside the 10. Here comes the return. Ashton Thompson on the interception. It runs 50 yards across the field and ends up getting about 10 yards out of the return.
It's another pick for Ashton Thompson. That's his 4th on the season. He's had 3 thus far to this point, and, of course, that one.
Is that Galloway's 2nd interception of the night?
I believe so. Oh, yes, it is, as a matter of fact, 'cause he threw one earlier.
He's got 5 on the year to go with 13 touchdowns.
And 1,000 yards plus passing.
Right. So Pleasanton has the ball. They're at their own 21. There will start 1st and 10. 2 touchdowns so far by Boerne in the second half. Nothing from Pleasanton. They're still being shut out. 6:21 to go on your third quarter scoreboard. Here's a handoff. Good yardage on this run.
Toby Garner on the carry.
Garner, a tough-looking runner. 5'11", 180, a senior. Had just under 500 yards coming in, so we know he's over that.
Chase Howson on the stop that time for the Greyhounds defensively.
8-yard run by Garner. They'll send 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Garner's the setback next to Ramos. Gives it to Garner again, this time, and there's a flag that's come in. He gets up to the 30, but then is met by a wall of blue.
Flag on the play.
But again, there's a flag after a brief 1-yard run.
Penalty markers coming up off the bottom of that pile. That was J.J. Freeman for Boerne.
Holding against Pleasanton. On 2nd and 2, they'll take him back. So no play. After an 8-yard gain on 1st down, then they hold on 2nd down. That'll cost them 10 yards.
And, that's been the problem with Pleasanton this evening is the miscues. That plus a very good Greyhound defense.
So the penalty, yet another penalty, takes him back to the 24 where it's 2nd down and 12. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Set back is Garner. Ramos wants to throw. He's got a man on the near side. Nice pass and catch, and then a big-time tackle. A smack of a tackle. A smack of a tackle by Caleb Porch.
Caleb Porch laying the lumber.
Nice catch, by the way. Jaden Palacios, his first catch of the season. But he got welcome to the game.
Yeah, these
did Palacios.
These players that don't necessarily get a whole bunch of playing time.
Galloway has come in at cornerback.
Yeah, they're wanting to prove themselves, worthy of more playing time.
Ramos wants to throw. He comes to the near sideline again, looking for Palacios, covered by Galloway. And it was a bad pass, and then that's 4th down.
That Galloway, you've got to tip your cap to him because he's just a very versatile football player. He plays a good quarterback, throws the ball well, runs the ball well, and now seeing him, some time in the defensive secondary, very valuable asset to this squad.
Pakachik will receive this punt, a fair catch at the 30, and then he dropped it. I think Pleasanton landed on it.
And they did. It'll be Eagle football.
Fumble recovered by
he tried to be safe and fair catch it and then didn't catch it.
That's his 2nd of the evening.
Yes, indeed. So from ball spotted at the 36-yard line of Boerne, best field position of the night for Pleasanton. I take that back. They had it at the 25 after the first fumble.
And they moved it to...
and they were intercepted in the end zone.
That's correct, yeah.
On that short drive. So the defense being called upon to work even harder as the play clock goes under 4:20 here in the third. 1 receiver near side, 2 to the far side. Don't tell me we're going to have a timeout.
Okay, I won't tell you.
We have a timeout. Play clock running out. Pleasanton needs a timeout. It's 38-0. Boerne on top on the Greyhounds Sports Network.
A whole lot of things have changed over the past few months, but some things have stayed just the same. Here in Boerne, Texas, we are still making your kids smile. You may not see that as easily with those masks on, but those smiles are just beneath. And when this all passes, and it will, you'll really be reminded of how we just keep making them smile. Thank you for your trust and support, and go Greyhounds.
And the Greyhounds come out of the huddle after the timeout. The defensive unit comes out. Pleasanton on offense. Play clock runs. Game clock at 4:12. It's 1st and 10 from the 36 of Boerne. Ramos wants to throw. He's going toward the end zone, looking for Ashon Thompson. The senior cannot hang on to it.
Broken up by number 1.
And
that's Galloway
look
with
who's
coverage.
back there. Yeah, in the defensive secondary.
He got some help from a safety, but good coverage on the play.
Even after that first bounce, it looked like Thompson could have pulled that in, but just good heads-up play that time by Galloway.
They'll hand it off. Garner up the middle, has some room, breaks a tackle, squirts ahead. First down run up to the 22.
Coming over with the hit that time for Boerne was Damian Rios. So Cole Gentry in on the stop of the big Pleasanton running back. That'll move the chains and give him a first down.
So the defense backed up even further now. Ball at the 22, 1st and 10 for Pleasanton. We jumped. I don't know if there was a flag. They'll throw it to the end zone again. They've got a man. He's open. And
touchdown.
It's a touchdown.
The Eagles are on the board.
Jaden Palacios, who just got into action here in the second half with some catches, this time gets a 22-yard TD from Ramos. And that makes it 38-6 with the extra point to come.
That time Palacios just got a couple of steps beyond his defender.
Yeah, he beat him down the left sideline, far sideline.
And Ramos just laid it out perfect for him.
Jose Angel Perez, the kicker, comes in, drills it through the uprights, barely up above the bottom bar, but it goes through. Kick is good.
3:25 left to play.
It's 38-7. Boerne on top. We'll be back, bring the kickoff back to you after this timeout on the Greyhounds Sport Network.
A whole lot of things have changed over the past few months, but some things have stayed just the same. Here in Boerne, Texas, we are still making your kids smile. You may not see that as easily with those masks on, but those smiles are just beneath. And when this all passes, and it will, you'll really be reminded of how we just keep making them smile. Thank you for your trust and support, and go Greyhounds.
All like each other.
Boerne leads at 38-7, 3:25 to go, third quarter.
It's going to be a great season.
Ramos had time to Palacios for the Eagles score. Get them on the board and take that goose egg off. Yeah,
stop the shutout.
Get a degree, get a good job, and get on.
So Pleasanton will kick it off. Angel Perez will handle the chore. See if he tries to pooch it again. And a shorter kick up in the air. And bobbled again. Goodness. Boerne struggling now with just receiving kickoffs.
JP
I believe, that was Castro that was back deep.
That was back deep that time, someone who hadn't been back there. But he's tackled by Morales around the 17, where the Greyhounds will have it 1st and 10, their worst field position of the night. Unofficially, I think that is the worst field position of the night.
You wonder at this point, will they put in a backup quarterback?
I think they have, because I think that's Houston Hendricks. I'm guessing that's the coach's son.
14, there he is.
The sophomore, 6'1", 175, has thrown 6 passes this year and carried the ball 7 times. He's in there with receiver motion. He bobbles the snap, now has to carry it, breaks a tackle. Moves up ahead, gets across the 20, so he'll have a nice gain of 3 or 4.
That's one way to pick up yardage, I guess.
Houston Hendricks on the carry.
Spot the ball at the 21, a gain of
Heyman on the stop for the Eagles.
Gain of 3.
New quarterback is number 14, Houston Hendricks.
So second and 6 is a gain of 4, actually. Hendricks waiting for the snap. There's movement. He's going to option left. Keeps it as he turns upfield. Gets to the 25 before he's wrestled down. Good work by Giancarlo Garcia, a sophomore defensive tackle. Gain up to the 25. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
3rd down 2 for the Hounds.
Checking in for Boerne, we notice Elijah Ramirez will be lined up to the near side.
Hendricks hands it. Castro. Ooh, he might be short of the 1st down. Has to get on the other side of the 27.
JP Castro on the carry.
They're going to spot him clear back just short of the 27. So it's 4th down.
Wrapped him up. Garcia once again coming over to make the stop for Pleasanton. Well,
they are asking for a measurement, I think. I don't know that they're going to measure it. Wow.
Timeout for an official's measurement.
38-7, a minute 42 to go in the 3rd. I think it's don't you do what they do in the college and the NFL now? You just go 1st down.
Yeah, well,
you don't even check it hardly anymore.
That's
unless a coach asks you to.
I guess you got to get the chain gang some work out here tonight. They got to earn their paycheck.
They were probably shutting it down. They were probably tired. Say, hey, this game's almost over. Let's just get by and get out of here. They'll stretch it out.
See if we can get in. See how close it is.
They're saying a couple of inches is all it is. So 4th down. So will the Greyhounds punt or will they keep it out there? Keep the offense out there. It looks like they're keeping the offense out there.
Yeah, I was looking for Hendricks.
He's there.
There he is.
Castro beside him. Got an extra tight end, so a tight end on either side, one receiver either side wide.
Sure, control
on 4th and inches.
Control that clock.
Hendricks up under center.
Good
He'll
call.
snap it and quarterback sneak it. Pretty sure he got it.
He got it.
Nope. Their measurement. The near measurement is a lot farther than the far measurement came in.
A discussion? Are they going to measure this again?
No, it's short. The line judge on this side had him a lot further ahead than the linesman on the far side.
Would seem like he got at least 1 or 1.5 as he just kind of squirted through the line.
I thought so too.
For an official's measurement.
See?
Yeah. I'm telling you, the ball doesn't look like it's any further ahead than it was.
Well, the moment
so
of
the
truth.
sticks come out again.
Here's that moment of truth once again, and
yeah, they're still short.
It'll be Pleasanton ball.
Eagles take over on change of downs.
So a minute and a half left to go here in the 3rd quarter. And the game has been all the game has been all Boerne.
All Boerne, yeah. So Pleasanton has their 3rd good field position of the game. This one at plus 26, so they're on the Boerne 26 to start. They just started on the 36 a minute ago. Ended up with a touchdown. So now they come out 38-7, down by 31 with a minute and a half to go. They're going to try to add some more. The ball handed off. That is the tailback, Toby Garner. He'll go up the middle, then squirt to the outside far left. Looks like he got nearly, has nearly first down yardage as he's up to the 16.
Rare occasion of him finding something around the outside. The Greyhound defense has done a good job of shutting that down tonight, but of course he did indicate that he was going to run through the middle of that line that time and just adjusted his field.
Two receivers near side, one to the far side. Hand it to Garner again. This time he squirts up the middle and breaks a couple of tackles. Gets all the way inside the 5.
Toby Garner on the carry.
Should be first and goal.
Sam Kennel on the stop.
My gosh, that young man's tough. Kennel comes over and makes the stop for the Greyhounds, but not before some punishing running that time by Toby Garner.
So the ball is first and goal from the 2. Who's to bet they don't give it to Toby Garner again? I'm betting that way. Bernie jumps. So now it'll be first and goal from the 1, I would guess, unless Pleasanton moved on the line.
Well, as they sort this out, I can pass along the start of the 4th quarter. It's Harker Heights on top of Champion, 20-14. That's at the start of the 4th.
Champion led at the half, right?
I think it's been Harker Heights thus far this evening.
Okay. So now it's first and goal from the 1. Toby Garner, the senior tailback, takes the ball, goes wide left, and beats the race to the pylon and scores another touchdown.
Number 22, Toby Garner for the Eagle touchdown.
So Garner scores their second touchdown of the game on a 1-yard TD run. It's 38-13 as this third quarter has almost come to an end. Just 10 seconds to go, so the kickoff might end that. The extra point to come from Angel Perez. This one's low again, but it creeps over the bar. So he's not making it by much, but he's making it. 38-14. Boerne still on top, but the score is starting to be chipped away a little bit. We're back after this timeout on the Greyhound Sports Network.
A whole lot of things have changed over the past few months, but some things have stayed just the same. Here in Boerne, Texas, we are still making your kids smile. You may not see that as easily with those masks on, but those smiles are just beneath. And when this all passes, and it will, you'll really be reminded of how we just keep making them smile. Thank you for your trust and support, and go Greyhounds.
(38-14), 10 seconds to go, third quarter. Boerne on top, but Pleasanton has scored a couple of times here in the closing minutes of the third quarter. Angel Perez will kick it off.
A couple of scores to pass along from district play. Lavernia, team right there up on top of the district with the Boerne Greyhounds, leading Uvalde 35-15. That's fourth quarter score, early in the fourth quarter.
That is Castro fielding it inside his own 20. Now Wiggles goes right and breaks some tackles. Now he's on the loose. Midfield, 40, finally bumped out of bounds. Pleasant trying to get tough now with him, but he returns the kick all the way inside the 35-yard line, and that's good for Boerne to start off in really good field position. They'll mark him at the 33. Castro with a fabulous run back.
Yeah, and that was the kicker, Jose Angel Perez.
67 yards.
Made the stop there, possibly touchdown saving, I wouldn't say tackle, but at least knocking him out of bounds. And his penalty marker's on the field right now. I'm wondering about that awful late flag, unless this is, let's see what this is about.
unsportsmanlike on Boerne after the play was over.
Ah.
My guess is someone like Castro, who got knocked out of bounds, might have come up and said something, or some of his teammates may have come and said something. That's the end of the third quarter, by the way. So we'll sort it all out and come back after this timeout on the Greyhound Sports Network.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
Hi, my name is Michael Glick with Glick Insurance. Since 1991, I've been assisting you and your family with all of your insurance needs. At Glick Insurance, we pride ourselves in educating before selling to ensure you get the best coverage and rates available. We not only offer...
Back to Boerne. They've got the ball back at the 48 now after the 15-yard penalty. High snap. Hendricks can't get it. Hetty does. They've got all kinds of white jerseys in the backfield, and Scott Hetty will go down at the 45. So a loss of 7.
Ty Heyman.
Heyman over to make the stop.
Again, snaps are really starting to bother any chance the Greyhounds have to make progressive offense. Hendricks has had a number of bad snaps come his way.
Almost drew that Eagle defense off sides.
He almost moved too much, too. Almost got a procedure penalty on him as he expected that snap, it looked like. Here he's going. Hendricks wants to throw. Throws it out to the edge. That is a good-looking catch by Max Garcia.
Number 3, Max Garcia.
They'll gain a couple of yards, actually almost 10 yards up to the 43. 12 yards. That'll bring up third down and about 6.
I like the way Hendricks throws the ball. He looks like he's just very much in control and has nice mechanics on his passing.
Hendricks takes the snap, looks left, now wants to run, still looking for a receiver, and he can't find one, so he dives for the first down marker, and I'm guessing he got it by the look of the nice dive he made. We'll see. I think they'll spot him right at the 38. They got a 37 on down the line, judge down here. Everything seems to be happening on that side, and we get his marks, but it's a first down.
Hendricks picks up a Greyhound first down.
So a 6-yard run for Hendricks is a first down. First and 10 for the Greyhounds at the 38-yard line. High snap, but Hendricks gets it, gives it off to Castro. Wiggles left, loses the ball, another fumble, another turnover.
Fumble on the play, recovered
wow.
by number 45, Ty Heyman.
So Pleasanton has the ball back.
First down, Eagles.
10:20 to go in the game.
I tell you, fumbleitis has certainly plagued the Greyhounds this evening. You say that, they're up big, but still something they're going to have to work on, holding on to that football.
No doubt about it. So Pleasanton with the ball from their own 26. Ramos fakes the handoff, throws it out to the edge. Did they say catch? I think they said the
Ramos is pass complete to Jace Crosskoff.
Crosskoff, the tight end, made the catch. Up to the 29, a gain of about 3. So plus 3 on the pass play. So 2nd and 7. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Garner, the tailback near Ramos. Fakes the handoff, throws it out to the edge. A nice pass and catch again, but a good open field tackle by the corner on that side. Good work by the secondary. Continues to do their job.
Yeah, we have an injured player, everybody taking a knee. I guess it's on the far side of the field where...
Yeah, it must be the receiver who got kind of twisted as he was brought down. It'll be 3rd and a long 5 or a short 4. We'll keep it here. Who had coverage over there? Did you see?
Did not. I wasn't able to gather in the number, but it looked like it was. Let's see if we could.
Looked like it was 17 to me.
See if we can pick him up right here on the replay. It was 32.
32. Okay.
And that was Cole
That's Cole
Gentry.
Gentry, one of the backup safeties.
Also a Sturgeon over in that area as well.
So the receiver on the play.
See, yeah, there you see Gentry and Sturgeon. Well, he was in the vicinity of the play. It was Gentry that actually made the stop.
Trying to figure out who the receiver was. Single digit, was it Martinez? In any event, there is a timeout on the field. We'll take a brief run with them. 38-14, Boerne on top. 9 minutes to go in the game. Back after this on the Greyhound Sports Network.
A whole lot of things have changed over the past few months, but some things have stayed just the same. Here in Boerne, Texas, we are still making your kids smile. You may not see that as easily with those.
Back to Boerne. The injured player was Alonzo Duran. He ended up getting out on his own feet and walking off the field. Ramos with two receivers far side, one to the near. Wants to throw this side, throws it tall, and a catch by Palacios. That'll be a first down catch up to the 40-yard line.
Kobe Brown on the coverage.
Kobe Brown with the defensive coverage that time for the Boerne Greyhounds.
So another completed pass, another first down.
That's an Eagles first down.
For the Eagles. Game clock nearing 9 minutes, 38-14, Boerne on top. Not that you're concerned about anything, but you certainly don't want to give up an easy touchdown here and put it within a couple of scores. Ramos wants to throw, gets some pressure, runs past the pressure, and then slides as he gets near the center till the middle of the field. They'll mark him down at the 47.
Guess you can you credit Kennel with the stop that time, Sam Kennel, as he was in the vicinity.
They mark it where you start the slide, not where you slide to, so it is second down and 3 after the 7-yard run by the quarterback, the sophomore quarterback, Sean Ramos. He's got two backs, one on either side of him now. Fakes the handoff. There goes the running back. Actually kept it. Toby Gardner has a great fake by Ramos. Toby Gardner keeps it, and flags come in at the end. Markers. So the run is 20-some yards.
On the play.
Garner has had a big night running the football for Pleasanton.
We're waiting for the call. Here comes dead ball foul against Boerne. Goodness. So a 22-yard run.
Personal foul called against the Greyhounds. First down, Eagles.
Plus a penalty. So ball was at the 30, now it's at the 15. This has not been the best half for the Greyhounds.
Directly in front of us, it looks like we've got Jackson Graves warming up a little bit. Graves, third on the depth chart at quarterback. I wonder if we'll see him.
Some movement in the line. I don't know if there was any flags, but Ramos took it up the middle and gets to about the 8-yard line, a gain of 7. There were flags. I think we jumped into the neutral zone.
Number 30, Landon Sturgeon.
You heard Sturgeon with the tackle. On first down. Again, not sure if it was, well, they're asking Pleasanton, so Boerne obviously jumped offside. Offsides against Boerne. It's declined. They're going to take a 7-yard run and make it 2nd and 3 instead of taking the 5-yard penalty and making it 1st and 5. Questionable call there, but they'll keep it going. 2nd down and 3 from the 8. Ramos wants to roll to his right, has a man in the flat, throws it, catches it, pushed out of bounds.
That's complete to Jace Crosskoff.
Nice catch that time for the receiver.
Crosskoff, the tight end, makes another catch. So now it's 1st and goal. They spot him at the 2.
1st and goal for the Eagles.
And it seems as though the Eagles want to get in again, make the score a little more respectable.
7:32 to go in the game. First and goal from the 2. Ramos to Garner. Up the middle he goes. Now they're going to spot him short of the goal line.
Toby Garner on the carry.
So give him a gain of 1.
Just shy of the goal line.
Now second down and goal from just inside the 1. Ball's almost on the goal line. Go up under center and do a quarterback sneak. It'll be easy. Can't do that anymore. We're in the shotgun. Ramos to Garner. Touchdown.
And there it is. And just to think, at one point in this game, Boerne was leading 2-0.
Yes. It's now 38-20. Goodness. That is Angel Perez, the junior kicker. Squeaked a couple of them over the. This one's blocked.
That one's blocked.
So he won't get credit for that one. 38-20. Kick is no good. Let me remind you that we'll be back on the air tomorrow at 2 o'clock over at Champion High School for high school volleyball. I believe it's Lehman at Champion tomorrow at 2 o'clock, and I'll have that call for you here on Wick Productions. But right now it's 38-20. Boerne up by 18, which keeps it at 3 scores, because my whole thought was if they score a touchdown and go for 2, they could have got within 16.
Made things interesting.
Which is 2 scores. But they tried to kick and got it blocked, so I'm not sure they were thinking that far down the road. But with 6:55 to go, it's an 18-point lead, which was a 38-point lead not too long ago. 9:29 to go in the third quarter. It was 38-0. So Angel Perez will come out and kick off for Pleasanton with 6:55 to go in the game. And a 38-20 Boerne advantage. See if Boerne can get some offense going in this next drive and maybe run out a bunch of the clock.
Put up a couple of first downs and keep the ball on the ground. That'd be a great idea. Of course, if in the eyes of the Greyhound faithful, a couple of scores to pass along.
Looks like they're going to onside kick here.
Oh, boy. Interesting.
There's the onside kick. Fielded by Boerne and
the
dropped.
The Eagles are saying they have it. All the dropsies. How the dropsies have just confounded the Greyhounds this evening.
That looked like it was Jackson Graves that went to get it, and it bounced off his hand and recovered by the Eagles. Are you kidding me? Graves went to touch it short of 10 yards, so he didn't have to go get it at that point. But you see the obviously, he just thought, I'm going to go make a play, and he wasn't able to hang on to the ball. Ramos gives it to Garner. This time he gets no yards. Stopped right at the 48, which was the line of scrimmage.
McCarter over to make the stop for the Greyhound defense. Little help from Colton Patrick from his nose guard position.
So they recover the onside kick in essence, and now have the ball at the 48. It's 2nd and 10. Ramos. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. He's looking near side. Palacios was running the sideline, but he gets flushed out of the pocket and then throws it away. So after a no-gain run, then an incomplete pass, it's 3rd down and 10 for the Eagles.
On the coverage for the Greyhounds. 3rd down, 10.
Rupp just overthrew his intended receiver. Been a nice gain for Pleasanton.
Ramos looked. Palacios was running a fly pattern just down the left sideline. Not sure he was ever open, but that's where he wanted to go. 2 receivers near, 1 to the far side. Ramos, 3rd and 10, has to throw. looks this way, now gets pressure, gets hit in the backfield, loses the ball maybe, no, just gets dragged down. It's a loss of about 3, back to the 45.
John Warden was the first one to get his hands on him.
Number 42, Ethan Hamby.
Hamby there as well, so it is fourth down, and I doubt if they punt with 5:55 to go on the game clock, and it's rolling. Well, maybe they will punt. Wickering was back in punt formation. I'm not real sure what their coaches want to do. The play clock's now at 12, 5:40 on the game clock.
Now, Tony, bear in mind that Wickering is the backup quarterback.
So they are going to go for it on 4th and 3, and now they'll call a timeout. So timeout on the field, 38-20. Boerne still on top, 5.5 to go. Back after this timeout on the Greyhound Sports Network.
Tonight's broadcast on the Greyhound Sports Network is brought to you by Raising Cane's, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Dog and Pony Grill, Glick Insurance, Toyota of Boerne, Ferris Orthodontics, and Wick Productions.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus service from our...
Back to Boerne. It is 4th and 3. Pleasanton going for it, down 18 with 5.5 to go. Ramos with Garner beside him. He wants to throw. He looks far side. Then he gets sacked, and that's it. Great job by the defense. John Warden got in there to throw him down. So on 4th down, they'll turn it over.
John Warden has been in Pleasanton's backfield quite often, especially this drive. This time wraps up the quarterback Ramos for a loss. Give the ball over to the Greyhounds.
So from the Eagles' 40, plus territory. See if we can run out the clock. Oh, the officials need to talk about something. Our referee, Xavier Garza.
Yeah, call for
I think our back judge has a bum leg.
Oh, yeah. He is injured.
He is not walking well, but he is probably going to make his way to the sideline. Maybe switch spots with someone. Back judge would be, yes. One of our linesmen has gone to the back judge territory, and he will go over on the far sideline and probably try to take a seat. So Boerne has it. Play clock running. 38-20, they lead. A throw, a catch by Garcia. Near sideline, gets shoved out of bounds finally. We have a new quarterback, by the way. That is Jackson Graves, I believe.
Yes, it is.
He is the third-string quarterback, and he's getting some time right now. Completes the pass to Max Garcia, who runs down the near sideline for first down yardage to the 30-yard line.
Graves already thrown for a touchdown this evening.
Yes, he has. Garcia in motion. Graves takes the handoff. He wants to roll. He wants to throw. He has someone in the end zone. He throws it short. And it goes incomplete, I believe.
Yeah, it looked like it was intended for Garcia, just throwing a little bit short.
More incomplete.
So the clock stops with 5:12 to go in a 38-20 game here in the fourth quarter. Graves 2nd and 10. Hands it off. Not very happy to Castro, because there were defenders everywhere he looked when he caught that, when he took that hand off.
He did. He
ended up squirting ahead for a couple of yards.
Checking in for Boerne. This play is number 58, Joe Ortega. Out that right guard position.
So 2 receivers either way. Castro the tailback near Graves. Graves will throw Throws a bullet, and it's caught. Near sideline, a nice go up and get it. What a nice-looking catch by Camden Atterbury. The senior receiver pulled down the catch.
It's a Greyhound first down.
And that's good for a first down.
That keeps the drive alive and keeps the clock rolling with 4:18 left to go in tonight's ball game.
Atterbury's second catch of the season. That was an impressive one. Ball at the 18. Graves will run it straight up the middle. Has a yard or two before he's smacked. Stopped at the 18.
Ty Heyman on the stop for the Eagles.
So it'll be second down, and we'll call it 9. Clock now running under 4 minutes at 3:40 to go in the game. Garcia comes back in. He goes to the far sideline. So 2 receivers on the top side, 1 on the near side. Castro the back next to Graves. Play clock at 9, rolling down. Takes some time off of it. Here a little jet sweep. Garcia gets a block. Turns up. Gets across the 10, the 5. End zone. Max Garcia. Touchdown run for the Greyhounds. For Garcia, this is his first carry of the year and his first rushing touchdown of the year. It's now 44-20, and that's a whole lot better.
Nice job for Garcia. He just found the openings as he was taking the pitch. Great job of keeping his eyes open, finding the way to the end zone, getting the Greyhounds on the board.
Hetty will come in for the extra point, I think, unless they run a backup kicker in. The snap decent. The kick is up, and it's not good. It's wide left.
PAT is no good.
So 44-20. Boerne gets back up on top by 24. 3:18 to go in the game. But there's a flag on the field, so we got to maybe kick it again.
3:18 left to play in the game.
No.
Score, Boerne 44.
The penalty's on Boerne, so the kick is over. Goodness.
There you go. We'll get it all sorted out. It's been one of those nights, I guess. One of those nights for the umpiring crew as well.
Well, Pleasanton doesn't want to leave the field. I'm not real sure they're still out on the field. Their coaches are out on the field. They're trying to figure out what's going on. Illegal procedure on Boerne. So, no, wait a second. He said illegal procedure on Boerne. So before the play starts, there's a procedure penalty.
So the play's dead.
So they have to kick again.
Yeah.
So maybe it won't be 44-20. Maybe it'll be 45-20. So instead of kicking from the 10, they're now going to be kicking from the 15 because they got backed up 5 yards. Pleasanton getting some players running on late just to get there. Harper's the holder. Snaps a little high. Harper brings it down. Hetty sends it up and through. It's 45-20. Kick is good. We've got a timeout on the field on the Greyhounds Sports Network.
A whole lot of things have changed over the past few months, but some things have stayed just the same. Here in Boerne, Texas, we are still making your kids smile. You may not see that as easily with those masks on, but those smiles are just beneath. And when this all passes, and it will, you'll really be reminded of how we just keep making them smile. Thank you for your trust and support, and go Greyhounds.
If you want to
We're back in Boerne, 45-20. The Greyhounds finally right the ship after giving up 3 touchdowns to the Eagles. After going up 38-0, it was 38-20. Hetty will kick it off. Little pooch kick. And the return out beyond the 30 to about the 32.
Alonzo Duran on the return.
Duran did the return. Among those in on the tackle was Jackson Graves.
Jackson Graves in on the stop for the Greyhounds.
Along with Cole Brunot. 3:12 to go in the game. It's Pleasanton ball from their own 32.
And looking ahead to next week, I guess we can at this point. The Greyhounds on the road to Uvalde. There'll be a 7:30 kick next Friday night. Meanwhile, Pleasanton will travel to, let's see where Pleasanton off next week. They'll take on Uvalde on the 23rd.
And as far as Wick Productions, will have New Braunfels at Smithson Valley next Friday night.
Sturgeon on the stop for the Hounds.
So a brief gain from the 32 to the 35. Sturgeon in on the tackle. Bunch of backups in there or some different players in there, at least in there for the Eagles. Ramos is still the quarterback, and the tailback is still Toby Gardner, and he's still breaking tackles. He's got first down yardage up to the 44.
Met there and dropped by Luke Turner, but not before the Eagles pick up a first down.
Game clock running near 2:20 now to go. If they carry the ball about 4 or 5 more times, this one might be over, which would certainly be good news. I'm sure the Boerne faithful would like to get out of here with a 45-20 win. 2:05 to go. Clock continues to run.
Couple headed for the X's, but not too many.
Ramos wants to throw, and it's incomplete, and that stops the clock at 1:56 to go. And brings up second down and 10.
Well, the Greyhounds, of course, will pick up their first district win.
They will indeed.
Landon Lesturgeon on the coverage.
Bring that record to 4-2.
Senior Ricky Moreno comes in for the defensive line for the Greyhounds. Try to get you as many of the backup names in there as we can. Ramos hands it off. Toby Gardner cuts up field. Gets bumped and knocked down.
Wow, that was a pop.
At the Greyhound 48, just shy of a first down. It'll be third and short.
They're throwing a penalty marker. I think it didn't seem to me like that was
hit hard by number 85.
Anything illegal, but.
Well, let's see what the penalty is. That, I'm not real sure what. Penalty flag came in really late, too.
It was very late. See what the call is?
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Conduct against the Greyhounds.
Yeah, you just wonder if they're saying something. Wonder if there's verbiage that's causing this, because you don't see much.
Yeah,
you don't see much, but the 15-yard penalty.
It's nothing blatant out there. I mean, it's still hard-hitting football, but it's. So you're right. It could possibly be something that's being said down there.
So at the 33 now, it's 1st and 10. Minute and a half to go. They'll give it to a backup running back. That's number 27, Jesse John Giel, a senior who's had 15 carries on the year. He goes up to the 30, a gain of 3.
Chase House on the stop for the Greyhounds.
45-20, Boerne on top. Game clock nears 1 minute to go. From the 30, it's second down and about 7 for the Eagles of Pleasanton. Ramos has gone the distance. Wickgreen is listed as the backup quarterback, and I'm not sure they wanted to make that change. And here's a flag with 50 seconds to go.
Well, they could have, but the thing is, Wickering has been in as a wide receiver. Of course, he handles the punting.
Should be a procedure penalty on Pleasanton.
And that is the call.
False start called against the Eagles.
And Pleasanton wants to call a timeout. Not real sure why with 50 seconds to go, but it's his choice. We'll keep it here as there's no reason to go away for 30 seconds at this point.
Yeah, well, get you updated on some area scores or some scores in the district, and a couple of these are finals. The Lavernia Bears defeated the Uvalde Coyotes 48-22. That will move Lavernia's record now to, I believe, 5-2, and their first district win.
Somerset got blanked.
Yeah, 33-0.
Getting blanked.
Okay, and now to seniors.
Yes, they did.
So it'll be 2nd and 2 from the Greyhound 35. 50 seconds left in the game.
Okay, now give me your favorite quote.
Come back on the field.
They've still got a lot of their starters on the field. Their offensive line looks to be, there's 4 of them that are the same, maybe all 5.
Final from Killeen, it was Harker Heights over Champion 20-14.
Wow, no scoring much late in that game. Low snap. He picks it up, now throws down the sideline. With coverage, it goes incomplete. Ramos's throw intended for, yeah, I think that's Luna.
That is Luna, 88.
And coverage on the play by Jose De La Cruz.
Morrison providing the coverage for the
Well,
Hounds. It's 3rd down.
Bradley Morrison, pardon me, on the coverage. So game clock stopped at 44, 3rd and 2. This is a backup tailback. That's Jesse John Gale. And he's got a first down up to the 30-yard line. So it's now 4th down. Game clock at 20 seconds. They really don't have to run another play. Not real sure they will. I think that'll be the ball game. So the run by Gell will close us out. 45-20. They are going to hustle to the line and maybe try to get one more play. Game clock at 2. They'll snap it. Give it to Gale. Going wide right. He'll be tackled before he gets any yardage, and that'll be the end of the game. We'll keep it here and just tell you right now that with the win, Boerne improves to 4-2 overall, and they're 1-0 in conference play. Pleasanton falls to 2-5 and 0-1. Lavernia also won, so Boerne and Lavernia will be tied at 1-0 in District 14-4A. And again, as was mentioned, next week Boerne goes to Uvalde. And the big one really looks like Lavernia on week 9, and that would be at Lavernia, perhaps for a district title 3 weeks after today.
Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun.
45-20. So many guys looked good tonight. A lot of good plays by the Greyhounds. So obviously, when you score 45 points, you score a lot of touchdowns, and really, the game started on a safety, and that's how crazy the game was from right there.
Absolutely.
You started on a safety, and then the Greyhounds went out and won it, 45-20. So for Roland Ruiz, anything final comment you want to make, Roland?
It was a great game. Several players, should be awarded star of the game for their efforts this evening, but you just chalk it up to a team effort for the Greyhounds and another great win.
It was a good win for the Greyhounds of Boerne High School. Again, they're 4-2 overall and 1-0 in district play. And next week, they're on the road at Uvalde. So for Roland Ruiz and everybody at Wick Productions, this is Tony Brubaker saying good night and God bless. We'll talk to you again next time on Wick Productions.